Great. Okay, so let us begin. Session 6 of Blood and Shackles. Really getting on in it. You know, with it, I suppose I should say. Quick recap for last time. You began last session back in the old town of Old Salt Reef, your old home. You had quite an important discussion with Shelby, basically about the next steps in your adventure. After learning that the lizard folk attacks had been, I guess, spearheaded by a shape changer, you were unsure exactly what to do next. You made the decision, or mainly Shelby, but with your agreement, that it would be unwise to let the whole townsfolk know as of the moment to avoid spreading panic. You decided you needed to know more, and at Shelby's suggestion, you agreed to journey on towards a larger settlement in the Shackles, Port Peril, as a place where you're much more likely to gain the necessary knowledge. Shelby in particular gave you the name of a contact she had in the port who she thought would be able to give you more information, or at least maybe able to decipher some of the strange clues or notes you had found. Yeah, so you set off in one of Shelby's old boats that had been kind of kept going over the time. Name again? I did give it a name, didn't I? Lost Tides, indeed, the Lost Tides. Yeah, and you set sail south, a journey which you expected would take 4 or 5 days, depending on the weather and the conditions. And you had only been going for, I believe it was in the middle of like the second day, middle-ish of the day. You had spotted a kind of like a cove, as you can see on the map, with a kind of ruins of an old temple, is how it was described to you by an individual you met there. Somebody named Morvesh, who introduced himself to you as a Pathfinder agent, a member of the large kind of globe-spanning organization, which is a pretty prominent feature on Galarian. Yeah, in your discussion, you learn a bit more about what they actually were, what they meant, what he was doing here on a mission, and he also gave a bit of advice of himself in regards to the items you had found. During the discussion, you actually tried reading some notes when you were invested, you were tuned to one of these strange stones, and in doing so, Crixel was able to read a few words of it before realizing that it was kind of hurting, damaging, affecting his mind in some ways, and that
I was losing brain cells first, right?
Exactly.
Stupider.
Exactly, and Advesh's sort of like, not suggestion, but advice, you decided that perhaps it was an unsafe way to go about it, when perhaps there are more mundane methods which could be utilized. He also gave you a suggestion of a contact of his who you could talk to learn that more. A fellow Pathfinder agent by the name of Brian, who was currently also a member, not a member, I don't know, a inhabitant, also based out of the Pathfinder Lodge, the Risen Albatross, a ship captained by a Pathfinder Venture captain, as they are known, and that is currently meant to be, or at least as far as he knows, moored moored at Port Peril. He gave you a coin, which is a kind of Pathfinder coin, is like a special way to record messages and like send them on to other people, and kind of left you with that as he went on to
Right.
What's that?
He had recorded a message for Brian.
Yeah, exactly, kind of introducing you, saying you were good enough sort. And at that he went on to continue his work into the depth of kind of jungle. And
I thought about asking us to come until he kicked my ass in a
scene. Yeah, indeed. You kind of made your interest known, and he wanted to test you a little bit, but determined that perhaps you were a little too green to go on. I mean, it's going to a temple with a ravenous moon, right? Like that's got to be higher than second level.
Fair.
You know?
I decided that the rest of the non-official, obviously Moore is one, and the captain is another, who are going to be big important NPCs. But all the ones that aren't should start with B names. All NPCs.
Okay, all the ones that
I'm looking forward to Bentley and Bradley and Benjamin.
I'll do my best.
And old Bill,
So many Bills.
And then you'll have to start getting really creative.
Yeah,
Bill 1, Bill 2.
Yes, that is creative incarnate. I mean, they just have different last names,
Billiam Blake.
Billiam, exactly.
No, you got to come up with new ones. Yeah, Billiam, Blake,
I'm sure. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. All right. Yeah. But yeah, he left you in this little, like on the beachfront where you find yourself now. As I said, middle-ish of the day. Yeah. What are your? Yeah. Do you just immediately start heading on? Do you have any sort of discussion before
Chilling out,
leaving
maxing,
about him,
relaxing.
or? Chilling out, maximum.
I think we were just like heading back to the ship and getting going.
Yeah, I think so.
No time like the present.
No time like the present.
Because he did tell us that, like, inside the temple, maybe be careful because there was like ghosts and shit in there.
Yeah, at least when he cleared it out, he said like to be careful if you wanted to head for it. Cool. Yeah. So you just take. You don't take his boat, obviously. You just swim on over, wade on over to your ship. I'm sure it's a little bit closer. Stealing his boat? How dare you? How dare you? You head back over to the Lost Tides, and yeah.
Oh my god, that was definitely my first thought. Actually, was like, we just take his boat.
You can do it if you want. Sorry, Jack, you want?
Before we
just
met, he seems like a decent
strolled into the jungle or whatever, right? Like,
like you probably think he might not come back to the boat. Like, I mean, he took like all like the kind of value, like all the books and stuff out of it, like big sort of like checking backpack, like a backpacking sort of one that you could have like attention and everything in, and then you left like
we could.
Yeah, it's true. You could just take it.
No, you guys, we don't need it. It's fine.
Yeah. Where would we put it?
Where would you put it exactly?
Look, the boat is about as big as our boat.
It's true. It's true. Your boat
still fit on the deck,
On the deck, yeah, just about. The boat sinks an extra foot in the water. Like, fine. Oh no, yeah, you head back to the boat, and then you set off again for the day. So put you back on.
As we're starting off,
you have
back inland, and I'll be like, are all outside humans strange?
I think people all over the place are strange, bro. Everyone has changed their own ways.
Our town isn't strange, is it?
Or maybe it is.
It's strange in a separate way. Other people will find it strange,
Scratch like with my talons. This doesn't make sense. We're normal. We are normal.
We're normal for the Salt Reef, but maybe not for the rest of.
Although you kids are
the world
weird these days, gotta say.
With your newfangled technology and
yeah.
Looks disdainfully down at the pistol. Crystal's hand.
Okay, the modern inventions.
Nate, have you been in Port Peril?
Yeah, of course I have been there.
Hmm.
Not much to see there, to be honest.
Isn't it the largest settlement in all of the Shackles? I would assume there would be a lot to see there.
He described it as wild and dangerous.
I kind of doubt it has a wild tourism industry.
Everything you need is back in Salt Reef, Except the knowledge on these ugly things, I guess.
Everything we need.
Of course, the things that we absolutely must have. Except for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Look
guess
how Ben's just chilling out here in the coffee stain.
Ben loves it. This is like the NPC coffee stain. All the NPC tokens go for.
Oh, it's gonna fill up quick.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Let's start killing them faster,
You set off
again. They know everything about these ugly things in the city, All the ugly things tend to.
I mean, what should we expect?
I mean, I don't know. Bad
Are
people.
there killers on the streets?
Most likely. Yeah. Why wouldn't there be?
As long as you'll reef now you're around.
Altair leans over to Kirk, he's like, I'm beginning to doubt that Nate has ever been there.
He doesn't know much of anything. It's true.
I probably didn't hear that, right?
No. You're pretty hard. You're pretty hard of hearing. Exactly.
But I'll poke my feathers up a little bit and I'll be like, I will intimidate those that come close, just in case.
Very good, very good. Okay, yeah. And then you continue setting sail.
We only have like one sail, right? It's not a much of an issue to get going again.
Let's say you only have
We only have
one.
one
Just
sail.
blow
right?
really hard.
It's okay. It's not. I mean, you're definitely slow at the beginning, but of course you you get there with a little bit of work.
Depends
Oh,
on
yeah.
the wind.
Very windy. Very windy. A good day for it. Yeah. So you set off again. Somebody give me a. Oh, we've all to see who has to do all the venom mechanical.
Oh.
Josh, give me a d20.
Okay.
Did you fix the mic problem, by the way?
Yeah, I fixed it at the beginning of last session.
Yeah, you will.
Well,
Oh,
like
like
10
completely. I
minutes in.
thought it was temporary fix.
By literally having to basically disable every other audio device that could be used as a microphone.
Right, yeah, so I didn't
So ridiculous.
consider that as a permanent
Microwave.
fix, but
Microwave and
yes.
smart fridge.
So
Okay, cool. So yeah, the rest of the day goes smoothly enough. The weather is makes for good sailing, and you are still interested, probably chatting about your encounter, with the mats, like it goes quite fast,
Yeah, actually, if I can, I do want to have a quick talk with someone.
yeah. I mean, you don't have much time to
I'll,
use.
someone.
What is Johnny doing usually? He's our our navigator, right? But like, do you just look at the sea, or are you swimming around? Or whatever?
No, I'm on the ship usually. I'm not as fast of a swimmer. The ship's so much fucking fast.
Definitely don't
Yeah,
be
that's
swimming
true.
around.
You
There's
have
like
to,
sharks and shit.
You'd have to like hold onto a rope or something, and
Oh, you could be doing wave riding at the back, got like the water
that sounds
skis
pretty
on.
sick, yeah.
I don't know if it's going that fast to do water skiing, but maybe when the wind is real strong.
A little bit of magical assistance.
Target bait.
But yeah, like I'm kind of all over the place. It's like like attention to the front. Yeah, up in the. I don't know if anyone is like at the crow's nest or anything.
Yeah, out here is always in the crow's nest, I think, right?
Yeah. Then I'm
Usually,
on the ship. Yeah.
Okay,
Paying
yeah,
attention.
I'll walk up to you and be like, these Pathfinders sounds interesting.
It does. I agree. You wanna
You think?
thinking of joining them, bro?
I don't know. I want to, maybe, but then I would have to leave Salt Reef. No? To explore and defend.
Yes, that is true, bro. But gotta leave the nest sometime.
I never considered that. I thought I would eventually get kicked out, Not leave of my own volition.
Say it's better to leave on your own volition, on your own plan, your own goals, bro. That's how it should be. Make your own path.
What about your goal? About surfing the eye? Surely that's something the Pathfinders would be interested in exploring?
Of course. I've always knew someday I would leave on this grand adventure, find my way around the world, come back and conquer that damn hurricane.
Well, maybe we can join the Pathfinders.
Think of
If Brian is not an asshole.
True.
We only met once so far.
Yes, we'll see that, bro.
Yeah, just look out onto the sea.
Yeah, you have a nice conversation as the day travel goes on. In the later after day, it gets a little less nice sailing conditions. It's quite misty on the water, and it's a little kind of light sort of kind of rain and mixing with the clouds. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad sailing. Until a point arrives where maybe it becomes less nice sailing. So I'm going to put you on a map, but obviously no one knows on a map.
Wait a minute.
No one
Of
knows
course
on a
not.
map.
Of course.
I'm going to put you on a map.
He says on the map.
Put it out nice
Someone
and-
notices. I'm in the
Nope.
crow's nest, so I notice it first.
You notice. Yeah, I mean, you.
You notice that we're on a new
You're
map.
I called
scouting,
out. I think
right?
we're on a map.
You're like, look at this map, guys. Oh man.
You're giving us a
Oh,
sick
the
+1
scenery
to initiative.
changed.
Start crawling down. Oh shit!
Scenery
Here we
has
go
indeed
again.
changed. Let
Oh,
me-
it's nice.
It's a Black Sea now.
Okay, I gotta move you guys on. Let's all relax now.
You're
Let's all
fine.
relax.
No, I'm just joking. It's all good.
Okay.
It actually
Something
reminds
blinded
me.
me.
No,
Just another shout out.
We sailed to
Look
the
at this-
Midnight
look at this-
Sea.
Look at this beautiful animated map, though.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It's not the Midnight Sea. That's good.
Basically,
Exactly. Yeah, you should all read Tress, by the way, in the Emerald
There's
Sea.
a
if you
lot
haven't
of
yet.
sharks.
Read.
It's so fucking good.
Read what, sorry?
A lot
Tress
of
in the Emerald
sharks.
Sea.
Another sun or something?
Yeah.
okay, so I gotta notice.
Maybe the best new,
We should decide probably
introduction.
how high up. I would say the crow's nest, not crow's nest out there. The crow's nest is probably like 20 feet,
Yeah.
right? I'm trying to think 30 feet,
Yeah.
something like that. How high
I mean,
are crow's?
30
Maybe
feet
I'll
is
make it.
pretty high for a boat that's
Right?
not
Taking
even
this
30
side
feet
boat.
long.
I'm gonna say you're
Yeah, it'll
20.
be
you're 20.
like it's at the top of the sail.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're
But
20.
sails
feet high.
usually can be quite. I think they go up.
Yeah, they can be,
farther
but
than the
normally
ship.
I don't think at least.
But
to
it also
my
goes
knowledge-
higher than the actual crow's nest, right? The crow's nest is like built like a platform before
A
it gets
little
to its
bit,
highest
but not
point.
much.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, like, but maybe it's like 5-10 feet.
But it's
above.
definitely above the sail. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna
honestly,
say
it's a small boat.
it's a
So
single
Exactly.
boat.
I don't know if you
Let's-
have
Okay.
because how would you even deal with that? Like
Like
a
a 10
sail
meter
that
mast?
is
Crazy.
like
Yeah.
2 times larger than the boat itself.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
let me- just-
I'm not
Just
sure
like reading in the wind. You know?
Exactly.
There-
You would be very top heavy, very fast.
No.
It's
To
so-
be honest,
Like the
I'm
smallest wave, and you just be like, "Oh, we're
Yeah.
done."
I'm not even sure if it will have a crow's nest. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, if you had
definitely
to, you definitely wouldn't have a crow's
does.
nest, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
it's a
not.
small
Yeah.
boat with a, I mean, the mast.
But you know, in D&D world, it has a
Yeah.
crow's nest. Let's not worry.
You could have
about
made
it.
it Christmas, right?
Yeah,
You
okay.
could've
If all
just-
else, I'm just crouching up
Maybe-
at the top.
Maybe
of
there's
the
a crow up
stairs.
there.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are
the
just
crows on the
sailing.
boat.
You guys are just like sailing through. It's yes, like I said, it's starting to get quite misty, and you're as hard, see much. You're having a little trouble navigating, and at that point, everybody actually did roll me initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a reminder. I think just gonna do this now before we start is
Mhm.
to sheathe my normal weapons
Mm-hmm.
because it would make sense for me to have a rapier
Yeah,
and circle out on top.
exactly. It's a bit awkward to have.
But I think
You
I
could ju- you could
would
just be
normally,
posing
while I was
crow's
up
nest,
there, then
right?
have my bow just in case actually drawn because it's only
Yeah,
one-handed.
Sure. Yeah. You maybe you're looking for birds to hunt down and stuff,
Exactly, right?
You know,
Or like if there's a fish.
yeah, you might fish.
shoot down at the
Forgot the
fish.
Have you never heard of arrow
fucking
fishing
shot.
before? Have none of you watched Avatar 2? Come on.
But like from the crow's nest though, like that is.
It's a hell of a shot.
That far? 20 feet?
You know what? I'm actually just gonna put it on me, man. I'm gonna rotate the ship around until it fits better in,
Okay,
like,
okay.
Ah,
in the square.
Come on.
I'll tell you, so it targets you first.
Oh, why?
No, because Altair's in the water. Not Altair, so
Oh,
Quicksilver.
that's me.
That's what. Nah, but he's not actually.
Technically, with
It
perception, I'm
sounds
assuming
weird.
regardless, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I assume.
well, I guess like if you're actually doing the downtime activity, avoid notice. Like, I mean, it would be with stealth, but it means like, I mean, is that what Altair's actually doing? Like, is he
No,
actually,
I wouldn't
right?
be. Not while I was
No,
on the
okay.
boat. Like
That's what I was
this,
thinking, right?
I'll
So you
change
would-
that,
yeah,
not
exactly.
avoid. And instead, I guess it would be
Searching or
search.
seek, search or seek. Yeah, search.
Not
probably.
scouting?
No, oh yeah, search or scouting. I guess would make more sense. Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is that.
Scouting
would be
gives you an
better.
increase in perception. Search is like you're constantly looking for like hidden stuff.
Okay, I'll do scout instead because
Mhm,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, and then I think is it everyone or just you gets just you already gets a +1? Yeah, there's a
I
feature
can't
like
fucking
everyone gets it.
remember.
Nah, I think it's everyone.
Really? Insane.
Yeah.
It should automatically add it, right? If I was to roll it.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you roll
not.
initiative after you put it on yourself.
Yeah, so I have it now, and I'm trying to
Maybe.
roll initiative, and it's not giving me the plus.
I don't even see your initiative. What the fuck?
Oh, I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh,
I'm just like when I click the roll initiative, like normally you'd think it
Mm.
would show up
yeah, that's true.
in the options, but it's not. So I'm just gonna
Mm,
put it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it should give everyone +1, right?
Okay, so everyone should be one higher. Okay.
Yeah. I
Let me just
guess.
double check that. Or did you already? Yeah.
I have not yet. so
I
let me-
checked the first time we talked about this. and
Yeah,
I'm pretty
every
sure
creature in the party
Is
gets.
the
+1.
party gained? Okay, cool. Oh, so it's like an effect you can drag on, but I guess it doesn't give you the effect if you
okay,
just
okay,
put this
okay,
in
yeah.
on you.
I'll just roll it.
Yeah, it's fine, just roll.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're all
That'll
looking
have to do.
around. So technically everyone's a little bit higher. Okay, so then Johnny, you're actually first to react.
Oh my god.
As you know, you're like kind of looking at the waves, kind of just watching the water, trying to get a sense of what the weather will bring in the following few days. And in doing that, kind of in amongst the mist, like kind of almost so you can't, you're actually only just able to make it out. You see like a strange sort of a creature, almost like surrounded by the mist, like it's almost exuding it like from its body.
Where at?
And I guess you don't know out there, but
No, I don't know, but
no, you don't know, but Johnny, you kind of see it down here. Like it seems to have gone quite close to the ship as you
oh shit.
It's close, man.
It
I was
is
zooming
very
out
close,
to see
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
No, it's vague. Like it was very well hidden. You're like impressed you managed to see it so close, and like it seems like it was like swimming through the water, and like it's almost like just kind of surface, and maybe that's why it's sort of like breaking the water itself. But
Got them wiggly arms.
exactly, got those wiggly arms, and it's it definitely has like all this mist kind of coming off of it in a cloud.
Yeah, point out actions like
But it is concealed. I would put it that way.
guys, there's a weird tentacle creature right next to the ship, bros. Battle stations, everyone.
Battle station, everyone. Okay, so point out action. It means everyone automatically sees, right? It's not like they need to do a check, right? Yes, exactly. The creature is hidden, so it's still hidden, but you kind of can hear the splashing, or see a little sign of it. But to you others, it's hidden, not just concealed.
Can I do anything about it?
Sure you can.
I mean, I actually can barely see it. I guess I'll.
Spell.
I guess I will. Particularly on this. You know what? This does. I'm gonna give guys guidance on Nate.
Can you give guidance on it? Cool, sounds good.
And then I'm gonna give guidance to Altair if he's. Actually, it's 30 feet, so yeah. You two can have guidance.
I think
There you
I'd
go.
be within 30 feet, right? I don't think we're.
I don't think you can be anywhere on the ship and not within 30 feet.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you do a couple of guidance. Give yourself.
Yes, that's 3 actions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Spell effect guidance to my character.
Okay, it starts like with it goes next, and with its like tentacle arms, it basically like starts like very quickly like climbing up the side of like the ship,
I don't know.
and like kind of like slops itself over into like here with like a kind of sound. I guess I can
David
make it. I
David
do like a
Jones
nice.
shit, I don't like it.
Now you can all. It's still concealed to you all. Put this in a mist, but I'll give you what it looks like.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So it's
cool.
still hidden in the mist,
God
even in this
damn.
So
picture.
there's like the one eye. It's creepy.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a one big like kind of
Fucking-
weirdo eye.
It's
And,
it's an octopus cyclops.
Exactly, some whole
Cyclops
octopus
octopus.
cyclops thing. And then tries to kind of grab you with one of the tentacles, Crixer. It's T in this one, right? Yeah. The tentacle kind of comes out of the mist towards you. So, attack roll.
Oh, that's someone.
Oh,
Someone upstairs is drilling. That's the best
part.
part of the song through. Oh, that's a crit. Come on.
A little spooky.
You're supposed
Okay,
to at least let me act first and then.
Oh fuck! yeah, I should be. I should be letting you act first, but I'm not.
Oh, wait a sec, you already got crit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
a
it
little
24
cut.
damage or more?
Maybe.
The life of Crit Skull.
And
Yes, it is
Jack
indeed.
getting
It
crit.
is indeed 24 damage.
Another one for the books, boys.
Oh, amazing. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it walks up, does that to you, and then like it looks like it was preparing to grab you, but then it's like, oh, I don't need to do that. There's other people to fuck up. So instead, it almost like causes the mist around it to like congeal, and like become like almost like sick and like claggy. It basically anywhere. I mean, I'm gonna say because otherwise you'll just ask for that. Say in a 15-foot like aura around it. If I click this, can it? How do I get the aura to show up properly? If I drag on this to it. If I drag on this to it, maybe instead. Would I move with it? Yeah, I mean, it's a bit ugly, but whatever. Like, in these spaces around it, basically the fog, or the mist, or like, kind of congeals, becomes thicker. And also, it becomes, like, really, really thick around you, Nate. Give me a reflex save.
I think they constitute some combat music, right?
No, yeah, probably.
No, it's super chill.
Public or
Yes, public reflex saves, yes.
okay.
Combat. Maybe I'll say
The
brutal, it
results
sounds kind of bad.
will be obvious.
Okay, you become immobilized by the like the mist. It's like so like firm around you.
You're stuck
yeah.
in jello.
So the immobilized basically means you can't use any action with the move trait. So you can't like really move out of that space. But that is its turn.
Some form of an escape, right?
You could try to escape out of it with either like a athletics or an acrobatics check, or like an unarmed attack.
Could be athletics, DC of a creature grabbing you, the thievery DC of a creature who tied you up. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, not in this case. Altair.
Fuck me. No. I'm gonna aim down at it. It's Alt T. What? How do I? T? I thought it was T, and it didn't work the first time. Okay.
So you still need to do a flat check, right?
Yeah, it is concealed, so it is a DC 5 flat check.
Yeah. Let me just check and make sure something. Do I have anything else that would be good and useful in this situation?
Does a flat check? That's a check, right? So guidance comes for that? Or...
I don't know. I guess so. No, flat checks never have any modifiers. There's no way.
No, guidance goes for only.
Oh, you make it? Nice. The sloop.
Why go more than 5?
Rolling is the boat. I like it.
Yeah. I am?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how.
Maybe I don't know. Weird. I don't know.
It's because I'm still like stuck on the boat and I don't know how to get off it because it keeps fucking up when I try to do anything lately.
What? Oh, you mounted on it or something?
Yeah. Something else.
Oh, you actually mounted yourself. You crazy.
Well, I don't know how to undo it.
So like hold the mouse button, like have a random box.
But I can do this, I think.
You need to, I guess, do the same thing.
Because again, I've not done anything this session. Like this is a rollover since last session.
Yeah.
And you're still.
But the boat is selected for you right now, right?
Like I can move myself around. See, like it's so
it doesn't
weird.
matter.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, it just keeps throwing up error messages whenever I right click on my token. It's like mount up. No, mount with reference. Blah.
Oh, yeah, everyone does that actually. Maybe I just turn off the module to be honest. I'll just do that.
I mean, I mounted myself on the boat.
So I will strike. We'll be using guidance.
Cool.
Roll.
That is a solid hit.
Okay. So here's some damage.
3 damage. Okay, it takes it.
Remind me, thief is it's only physical.
Only melee.
Yeah. Okay. Sag. I mean, I guess I'll do another one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finally playing like me.
Oops, I accidentally shielded it. My bad. I meant to roll the attack. Where'd it go?
Do a flat check first again.
Yep. No can do.
So, yeah. No matter what, you're just unable to pick out the body from all the mist around it.
Yeah. And then I might as well do a third one. Also, straight nose.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay, so 3 arrows, but a couple of them, completely go wide. Nate, your turn.
I'm just gonna throw out some strikes here, just because.
Oh, okay, sure.
That way it'll take down the arrows.
Oh, I'm so sad though. Let's not pretend that would have happened.
I know, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
Nice.
cute. Nice.
Get files, directory module.
No. It's not a crit.
Not working.
It would have been a crit, but he.
It would have been, but I missed
Yeah.
first.
So dropping the weapons is a free action, right?
Yes, dropping action, 3 action.
So I can drop this. and draw my lovely main weapon.
Exactly, yeah.
And
If you're
then
immobilized, isn't there
It's
a
immobilized doesn't stop the manipulate, it only stops movement. So
really
it's okay. Yeah.
interesting?
nice.
Yeah, so grab that's
And
fucking.
then
Yeah.
I'll attack the thingy.
Okay, so you're like, I don't need to, get any closer.
Yeah.
Wait,
second
you have to
action.
give me a DC 5 flat check first, Nate, because it's hard to see it through the mist. So, like,
Oh,
just roll a D20 and you need to roll a 5 or higher.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh shit, that's
The
really
attack
bad.
misses.
Yeah,
yeah, so
all my
then-
plans.
You could, of course, use a hero point,
It's fucking.
Honestly.
I mean, it's pretty
Right.
bad not getting your first attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done a total of 3 damage to this thing, and it has knocked out one of our team members. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. For
Mhm.
sure.
I mean, what's the chance that you roll lower than a 5 again?
I mean, looking at Josh's rolls,
1 and 4.
1 in 5.
2 and 2, it's
I mean, I still have the
Oh, yeah.
guidance.
Yeah, that doesn't apply
Not
to
for
this.
this, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, but nice. Yeah, okay. So the
Yeah,
attack, like, you
made
roll
it.
your hero, so it's all okay.
So
See
we
the
can
attack
tell
roll?
Now just a hit
Yeah.
though.
Now just hit, exactly.
hit
Yeah,
with
yeah.
guidance.
Yeah.
With
Like
guidance.
just roll an at 20. Just do that.
No, I'll just won't use guidance yet. I'll just.
I think you
I think you
have to
have
use
to.
guidance.
So yeah, when
Oh,
you
I
do
have
the strike
to.
and the thing pops up, it should show there's a trigger.
No, it says no. You're right. It doesn't actually,
Oh.
but it only
Yeah.
lasts until Johnny's next turn. So it's like,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
So
that's
I always
fine.
thought it was the next one. Crazy.
Oh. Okay.
Base.
Solid hit. Solid hit.
Nice.
Ooh,
Ooh.
14 damage. Yeah,
Ooh.
It makes like a horrible sort of like squelching noise as it sinks in deep.
And then with my last action, I'll use. Where is that thing? Again. Brutish shove.
Ooh,
Try
Brutus.
to. And I'll use the guidance now. I mean, there's a strike, right?
Yes.
Use a strike. And guidance. Let's go. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
You're guided down the wrong path, I'm afraid. But nice try, nice try though, nice try. Yeah, so it manages, to definitely get out of the way in a
There's
second.
that,
Johnny, your turn.
Maybe I should have asked this before, right? But just to the clarifications. Battle medicine, right? You'd have
Mhm.
healer's tools. How
Yes.
much, well, I guess the healing plaster thingy works for that?
Does it say in the description it counts as healer's tools? It can be used in lieu of healer's sword for medicine checks. It says for cinema for or treat wounds, but I'm gonna say you can also use it for battlefield medicine. Why not? Like it just like it's not like wearing healing tools is like incredibly difficult or anything. Anyway, it's not like
Yeah.
No,
So that would
you
be
can
move, activate, plaster, and then battle medicine on
stick
Grixel.
the plaster
Gotta
on,
get-
Quicksilver.
Oh, it's just-
Okay.
God damn it. Stay up for
So-
once.
You said have to target me, right?
Yes,
I don't
it
think
does
that's
true.
it.
No, you do. In the concealed thing, you have to try to find his body first. So I did DC 5 to find Quicksilver.
Come on, bro.
Where is Quicksilver's body, It's so hard to find.
I-
There it is. Easy. Alright, let's see the medicine check.
This part of the deck feels like feathers.
I didn't know we got a new carpet, Oh
Oh my god. Hero point, baby. Hero point. Go again.
Come on, man.
God. Maybe Quicksilver was meant to die.
I
That's a
thought
success.
the
Okay, that's a success. 2d8 healing.
Jesus
Okay,
fuck.
okay.
But
So
it's
heroic.
one again.
Okay, very. Johnny, you that was very heroic. Moving forward, picking up Quicksilver from the floor of the ship. You can have a hero point for that.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
regain the one you lost. For 9 healing, pretty solid. Pretty solid.
9, 6, thank you.
And in
I'll
perfect
return.
time, in perfect time with the turn order, it is then your turn, Quicksilver, as Johnny brings you back.
Let me just double check this by reading it.
As your first action, your first turn, yeah, you can still do it.
Yeah,
but the interacting is
starts,
paused when you,
so
yeah. So I
would've,
guess you
but
would
then
have
I
dropped it,
dropped
yeah. So both your weapons, I guess, are on the ground. Yeah.
but I got a free strike, even though it's right next to me. You know?
But as long as you have to go toward it though with this, right?
Yeah, so I can't go around it, right? Like that's.
Out into the water? No.
No, like yeah, like would go here. That doesn't.
But that's water down there.
Oh, I can't see because it's. I can't see the ship.
Oh, you can't see the ship with what? Why? Oh, you got to take away your dying condition and give yourself wounded.
Ah.
That's
wait.
why you can't see anything. So
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I was like, what? You can't see the ship? What's happening to you, Kixer?
Oh no!
No, take a bit of dying. Get rid of dying.
Remind me,
Very
does
good.
Pathfinder 2
Ah.
have a like overkill
Yes. If
threshold thing?
you take double your max damage in one, your max
Or
HP
max
in one
HP?
attack, yeah.
So really only
In level 1, it could actually kill you, but beyond that, it's very, very hard.
yeah. Well, I
Oh,
mean, I guess I don't know how well it rolled, but
I'll
I'm
stand
just
up.
guessing that it's probably in range for Crixel and I.
Maybe.
If they
You stand up, yeah?
can roll like max.
Yeah,
Injured
yeah.
still, eh? I'll collect my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Then let me. Wounded two. Or wounded one now. No, yeah, I'll. Not that stupid. I'll run.
You'll run, okay. Remember, yeah, civil train, but you still have plenty of movement. Okay, so yes, you run forward, or you run back, sorry. Cool. Yeah, that is your turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, on its turn, yeah, it is now, Nate, you hit it hard and you're like gonna immobilize and bite everything, so it's like, perfect, I'll really get you this time. So it tries to hit you with a tentacle.
Which has reach, huh?
It does indeed. Oh my god, and I only roll 18s and 19s on this creature. So it crits you, Nate.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I guess I know what I'm doing next turn.
Doomed party.
He's dangerous, guys.
For 32 damage.
For 32.
For 32 damage.
Are you alive?
Nate is alive.
Alive.
Then it grabs you by the
Jumps
tentacle.
off the ship.
Exactly, so now
Here we
you
go.
know
No.
it's
Not Nate
grabbed
again.
as well by its tentacle.
He's meant for
And
the
then
bottom of
it
the sea.
Jumps into the water,
No,
hopefully.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Then it
Oh,
actually tries to do a second tentacle to hit towards Johnny. -5, but roll will not 20. Hits Johnny
Ow.
for 12 damage. Like, there's a lot of force, like behind these strikes. But that's its turn.
Jesus Christ.
You said now. Altair.
Ugh.
I'm gonna attempt to shoot it
Okay.
multiple times, I would assume. So I'll just do 3 of these in a row. See.
Oh man, you've only used that for the second attack roll.
Okay,
For
so
the
all of
first
them technically happen. Just
Yeah, all the
how
emotions
much
happen.
matter.
That is a miss though.
Damn. I'm a hero point re-roll it
Okay.
because I think we need to get some
If he's
damage in.
miss, fuck.
That helped.
Nice.
Oh,
That is a hit.
23, 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now it hits it. Oh my god!
Oh!
Second
Okay.
attack crit, insanity. Ooh, for the natural
Let's
10.
go.
Okay, so 12 damage. Yeah, okay, and a very, you hit in like the eye and it, like sinks in. Still blinking, but
Yeah. All right, and now with the -2, let's see how that goes.
Yeah, okay, that one, no, that one a pretty bad critical miss.
Yeah.
But,
That's cool.
yeah.
That's fine.
Oh no,
I got a hit and a crit in. Let's go.
Exactly. Pretty sweet. Nate, you were grabbed by it, the fog is still like super heavy around you.
I'll angrily attempt to strike the.
Oh, you're angry? Shit. Do a DC 5 flat check first.
Okay. here.
Okay, yeah. You
Easy.
managed to find it amongst the mist. Oh, but the strike itself, the stab goes wide.
We'll have another
That's
hero point, right?
angry.
No, you don't. It was Johnny. Sorry.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I was thinking
No
he had
more
another one, but it was Johnny
No,
who got
I
one.
got the one.
I mean, not sure if I can run anywhere. Probably not.
You are
No.
grabbed
You're
by the
still-
tentacle.
So I'll just keep on hitting.
You do a
hopefully.
British shove or like a normal strike?
Oh yeah, honestly, I'll attempt the
Shove,
British
right?
shove, yeah.
Why not? Give it a shove. Do the flat check first. The DC 5 check.
Yeah.
I worry what this will do.
Yeah. So you're able to pick it up in the mist again.
Nat 20. Let's go.
Oh,
What?
baby! The crit! Oh my god.
Although I worry that now Johnny's about to be dragged off the boat.
No.
Why me? I'm not
Oh.
grabbing.
Nature's the one who's grabbed. But okay, give me the.
Oh.
Give
Well,
us
he
the
was
first
both, is he
movement
both
moves.
grabbed and immobilized?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Because see the damage, Nate. Oh no! Okay, it's doubled, so it's 10. Because you can always click the critical button, by the way, and that does it differently. Wait, why
Oh,
did you
yeah.
take 4 damage?
Wait, what?
Why did
I
you take
pressed the
Inches.
double button.
Oh yeah, no.
Bubble?
Oh yeah, don't do
No,
that.
double means
Double
You
means
take
you
damage.
take that. Yeah, no. It takes
Oh.
double. It takes 10. Okay, yeah, now it looks very badly injured. But
Yeah,
it is alive, and you have 1 action
Yeah,
left, right?
so- Yeah, but it was a British show, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll try to. I mean, does the
What does
Is there a
what does it do on a
critical
brute shove?
success
Nate?
condition? Yeah.
if you hit, you can automatically shove it with the same benefits as the shove act.
Including a critical success if the strike was a critical hit. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So what's a critical hit for that? You can push it up to 10 feet away from you.
yeah, I
Okay,
guess
so you,
I do that, yeah.
so you just like
Not
kind of
just
shove it
off
off
the
the back of the ship,
Yeah,
and it like and it like falls into the water, and like like there's a splash from behind and everything. And yeah, because it's forced movement, the tentacle does get like kind of you stand firm and you kind of push it off, and the tentacles and everything turn off. So yeah, you
and it's
can,
yeah, like that. And
exactly
then I have
like
another action to do. No idea what.
yeah, you can remove the grab
okay.
and immobilize them, actually.
Yeah,
And immobilized, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you have
Heroic.
1 life. Very heroic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very heroic, Nate. You can also have
That's
a hero
some
point
clutch
for
shit.
shoving it off and killing it. Thanks, Jeffrey. You gotta say that was heroic, and I'm like, you know what's heroic.
I know
Do
exactly
you want
what
to
word to use.
the final action, Nate? Are you gonna do anything?
can I use take cover or something?
Yeah, I mean, from
Yeah.
now you would actually have full cover from it anyway, right? Because it's like
Yeah,
low.
okay.
You could maybe like move further away if you want.
Yeah, or full closer if you wanted, like, I'm gonna kill if you're another.
Okay, can I stand there? I guess I can.
Yeah, you can.
Hide behind.
Technically, for like the ship stuff, it is like meant to be. It's like really. I mean, this is where it
Ah,
gets really. I don't know. Wait, the ship.
No,
should
that's
be-
not something I will do, man.
No, then don't do
I'll
it. Man.
hide behind.
The
my-
ship should be bigger. Did I
Yeah.
not make
After
the
doing
ship
something
bigger?
heroic, you just like lose your hero point for doing something cowardly.
The ship should be
Yeah.
bigger.
Hiding behind the guy who just got crit to death again.
Oh.
PowerPoints.
I know. Oh no. I mean, if I drop the dagger.
You already did that.
Yeah, but if I pick it up, would it equip it?
Yeah, you can pick up your dagger. Like obviously, you have to hold your other weapon in 2 hands to actually attack. But you could pick up your dagger, so you're just holding dagger, so you could throw it if you wanted or something like that. Yeah, you can pick it up.
Nah.
Nah. What am I talking about? It wasn't my
Nah,
idea.
Nah.
What good action choices basically do I have?
What good
I
action
can't
choices do you
really-
do? Honestly, this is like
I
hard
can't
because
really
like you
figure
could
out
try
that.
recall knowledges with law sailing to see if you know about this creature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Use
okay.
these cannons
Cool, I
that we
guess.
don't have.
Exactly. Load
Yeah.
the cannons.
Yeah.
No, but recall knowledge is the way to
Okay,
start it.
recall knowledge. Okay,
You
that's
could try to shout after it to demoralize it and be like, "And stay away, you fuckface." You know, you could do that. I don't know.
ma.
Nah. Yeah,
Recall
give
knowledge.
me
Okay.
a law sailing.
Yeah.
Secrets.
Yeah, secret, of course. Yeah. Okay,
Have I
no.
seen this thing
Even
before?
in your time in the water, you know, maybe this is a new creature on the waves. You know, they didn't have these kind of creatures in your day.
Oh, these
you're
young
not,
sea monsters these days.
you're not familiar with this sea monster. No, but that's your turn. Johnny?
I'm not quite sure what's bad. Like healing, can we do? I feel like if I do like 3 action heal, that's 30 feet away, and it's down in the water. Is that gonna hit it, or is it more like a
You would need line of
wave? Because I'm not quite
sight.
sure.
So
Right?
it wouldn't be like you don't have direct line of sight to it. So a free action heal would not heal it.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna do 3 action heal.
Okay, cool.
And you're hurt, so
Okay.
let's get a heal. Let me heal you.
Oh yeah, everyone heals for 5. Pretty solid.
Holy
Ah,
shit.
Oh,
I guess I was gonna ask like how does it look?
Everyone,
But I
yeah.
guess it looks like that. Yeah.
it looks
Just like that, just a green blue wave of nice, little water themed heal.
beautiful, beautiful. Cool.
Oh.
Just surf along, that's nice.
Crixil.
Emboldened by the heal. I'm
Mhm.
gonna move down here, see if it's still like eyeing our ship or if it's like.
I mean, it just like kind of naturally fell in. It is clearly like you can kind of see one thing that's actually interesting is like, you know, even though it's misty, or significantly more misty around it, but that seems to not function when it is in water at the very least. So I can move that off now. So you see it more clearly than you have before, as it is like, you know, kind of in the water, almost like cleaning, you know, the mist off. And you know, there's a lot of bad wounds on it. Like I said, the eyes got like an arrow sticking in. You know, there's like the bad stab wounds where like Nate got it. It's hard to tell exactly, but it's you know it's clearly very wounded, and it you know isn't.
Okay.
It's you know.
I'll take
Hard to say.
I'll take the one cannon that the ship has, being my firearm, and
Your
I'll
cannon.
aim it like a similar. I'll try to like break the arrow, like split the arrow in the eye.
Ah, okay. Ooh, this is a cool shot. That.
It's cool.
Alright.
You know, I'm feeling good about a potential crit. I'll do double barrels, of course.
Of course, double barrel.
Making a check against arrows.
Why are you still prone?
Oh, I'd have to do the
Dum
flash
dum.
axe.
Oh no, you don't, because
Oh.
it's like
Oh,
I
'cause
said,
it
it's
doesn't
in the
function
water,
at all,
so
yeah.
it's cleared in the water. So yeah, 19 is not a crit though, I'm afraid. So, but it is.
Oh,
Wait,
it's
no,
bullshit.
you're getting prone here to give you -2.
Yeah,
It's-
like I
it-
said,
oh.
you're still prone for some reason.
Okay, then you're only 1 off the crit.
Thank you.
But I'm afraid you're still 1 off the crit.
Alright. Wait. So that is. Oh God. Why doesn't it just have an option for the damage?
Can't you click damage on it? Or no, because it double
No,
barrels.
'cause- yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
Oh, you get a nicer gun soon.
that's just a D6 then, right?
Yeah, plus, I mean, why don't you? But you get extra stuff, right? Like your hunters.
Yeah, I'll do.
I
Okay,
don't
I'll
know.
roll this.
Yeah, but then to replace a D4 with D6, you lucky person.
Yay!
Inspired by what is happening, Crystal runs forward and shoots it for 2 damage.
Yeah, I turn back. I'll say, I scared it off.
One for each barrel, basically.
I think the arrow was
Wait,
in the way.
why is Nate going before it? Isn't Nate not?
Yeah, because he got unconscious himself. I guess
Nate-
it put him
Nate didn't get
automatically.
unconscious. Did you know?
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, I
he
tried
made
to.
Oh, you
himself.
accidentally. Oh, so
Yeah.
should
Yeah,
be right
yeah,
out. Okay. Yeah, so on its turn. Okay, I mean, yeah, as far as you can tell, you hear kind of like, you know, the splashing and like noise, but you don't see it, and like, you know, from your point of view, I mean, you would better see it anyway. But
Fucker.
you lose sight of it. Even like, I guess I'd say you're looking down from up high, so you see it basically like kind of swim, like kind of like diagonally down into the deeper water, and like, you know, basically like try to get out of sight, and you know, it does end up like. I got a little self-fit, but it's fairly hard to see me even quite fast. Oh, okay, yeah. You also lose sight of it among like the waves, and the other mists are kind of blocking your view in some places, and you lose sight of it in the water.
All right.
We can probably end our initiative here because I don't see how you would ever get this creature.
Yeah, if it doesn't come back,
that's
like
really-
basically that's
yes.
all I'm doing is just like keeping an eye
So
out.
okay. So like now to the outer, you keep watching the waves, make sure it isn't coming back. Not sure what the rest of you doing, but yeah, I mean you can't see any sign of it amongst like the mist and it seems to have decided to leave you well enough.
Basically, it's
alone
like for the
after
next
this,
probably hour.
you're
if there
really
were
on edge.
combat encounter initiative moments, right? It would be like one action to try to search generally around the boat, and then the rest would be a prepared action to if I
It's like
see it pop up to take a
Super on
shot.
edge this whole time.
Yep. For a while.
Exactly. But no, you seem to have scared off the creature, and
Oh, good.
Just, you can.
Good job.
So, we still get the XP for the encounter?
Oh, of course. If I do XP, of course you get XP.
Except that we didn't do XP by combat.
Yeah, I know.
But Nate feels like he gained a lot of experience in fighting weird monsters in that fight.
Yeah.
You have to stick them with the pointy end
Literal
of the pike.
experience.
Exactly.
Just, learning from it.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean,
Well,
if anyone. So.
I am alive. If you get a beer for every time you have saved me, Johnny, you are
I will
going to
die
become
from
an
alcohol
alcoholic.
poisoning.
Be so happy with you.
Yeah, I think you should do that. However, would you become brain dead or just plain broke before it?
Depends if they'll
Which
take my
comes
treasures.
first?
One day. One day I will be there. Need to be more careful, Pixel.
This time I don't know what I could have done.
Yeah, I guess that is also true.
A
Yeah.
sea monster jumping out. I didn't expect it. I thought it would be other ships, not dangers from the sea. I guess the coast waves are a lot safer after all.
Seems so, bro.
We'll need to be a bit more careful when looking out for the creatures in the sea. I mean, first the shark, now this thingy.
As you almost
sea's
got dragged
dangerous
down again.
these days.
They should. Dangerous oceans indeed. Do you spend any time like healing on up after the
I mean, I'll give
Please
them.
heal me up.
fight?
I don't feel so well.
I got to be in character.
That's not in character. That was in character.
What kind of limits does battle medicine give? I can't use battle medicine.
Yeah, you can use
right?
wounds completely normally. Yeah. You can't battlefield medicine the same target more than once a day.
Yeah, okay. More than once a day. That was the thing.
It should
probably
needs to
sure.
be slightly bigger, I realized. Because like it's weird, right? Because now it's like mechanically the space it like gives you as like space is 30 feet by 10 feet. And unfortunately like that in this art right now that includes like the like half of this thing over here, right? But that isn't really space you can actually step on. But I need you to have like that much space to step on in a fight, I don't know if like this makes more sense.
Can't you just extend the ship a bit? Oh, Jesus.
The ship's
fucking
evolving.
I mean, but this is probably more
Yeah,
realistic, right? This is actually
Yeah.
not that bad, I think.
Yeah.
This feels much more comfortable.
This feels I should do so much bigger.
It felt like a rowboat before, so
Exactly. This is a real ship now. No, I think
Like, I
this
didn't
one
want to talk
makes-
shit to Shelby, but
But this makes sense, right? Because I mean, it says like it's 30. I mean, technically it's a bit bigger than 30 feet, like technically to Nibba, but now like the actual main part is like 30 feet, and like it's actually 10 feet wide in like places to fight. So this looks a lot more sense.
Grenade.
Cool. And now it's much easier for you to fight things. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you said. Oh, nice heals, John.
And then for myself.
Oh, there it was for me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
look at that.
Oh my God, Johnny's learned how to order the
Really there.
for
Doesn't work on myself is good.
No, it's much harder.
it's because there's
Yeah.
not good dirt around here. We're in the ocean.
Yeah, I only have.
Ooh, and so you're going fishing, huh?
yeah, I just wanted to roll fishing lore to see if I've ever fished up a bad
But,
boat.
fishing lore. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not as specific as some of the laws, but it's certainly a
I have a lot of
unspecific
these.
law. Okay, well, you're actually familiar with these things, but Johnny.
I have ocean lore.
Yeah, they're very specific, but unfortunately, it's not. You know more about
Sailing
like the
lore
fun
is
parts of the
better.
ocean, you know.
Yeah,
But
fair enough. True.
Cooks, you
Sailing lore?
have heard of these, like, like a sort of. This is like kind of water. Like, if it gets too misty while you're out fishing, you probably should head inland. Even if it's just bad weather conditions, because this is a creature known as a mist stalker, a very dangerous sort of.
On the nose.
Yeah, exactly right. It's quite just a. I don't want to say boring. No, it's not boring, but it's some sort of elemental that is basically that is just a home, normally to like one of the other planes, like the other, a little bit, very very little about that, but at least they're not native to your world. A mist stalker is
Apparently-
kind of just like kind of almost like a more weird aberrant version of like a classic water elemental to kind of get infused by like the wind song and like kind of air around. Almost you could say kind of like a swap between the water and a mist and the water and air element.
I'll be like, actually, I avoided them mostly, but Marek told me about these. They are from the water plane. Wasn't the shark from there as well?
Did anyone end up knowing about the
Yeah,
shark?
somebody did. I believe it was Nate actually had like heard stories about it or something.
Things from waterplane.
Was that
coming
also
over
called a
harbor?
stalker? Because that would make us 3 for 3.
No, that was an
Stalker
awesome
named
story. That was
Weave.
called a weave sort of shark.
Okay.
That was a.
That we've now done a faceless stalker, a mist stalker. What's next?
Exactly. Let's go through the beast show.
He has just Googled stalker. And just all the creatures.
There's a lot of them.
Let me look for
Okay,
stalker.
so you spent like a little bit of time, like half an hour healing on up. I don't know if I guess like you keep sailing. I guess throughout the rest of the day, you probably did do it some more times, right, Johnny? I don't know if you would.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would do it. Like, I would,
Yeah.
just,
There's
just
a
in case we get
Caligny
attacked
stalker.
again. It's been a.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, you can do it. Oh wait, you hadn't even applied it yet, Checker, or where did you just apply it?
No.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. So it's just you and Nate who are a bit bad at it. Honestly, like
Nate.
yeah, Nate's you can help Nate. Yeah, let's just see like roughly how long it takes you.
Myself.
Oof.
Okay, failed for myself.
Your body's not resistant to the man.
What's
I'm
Oh
hating
my
this.
god.
The shit about Mount
Nate's
Oak really
killed
annoying.
himself again.
Nate, stop killing yourself, Nate. Ay.
What was my HP? 4 and
I don't
5
know.
was
I don't know.
11.
So,
Honestly, this is number 13 on Nate on yourself.
No.
It's on Nate first, right?
yeah.
Okay, Nate, it would have to be because, like, technically you could do it on Nate before yourself because you have an hour cooldown, right? So you would be able to do Nate before yourself.
True.
Okay, Nate, you're gonna put yourself to max after Johnny spending a bit more time healing you up because
Yeah.
he would have got it next hour. So yeah, you have a few hours more sailing with like Johnny sort of like fussing over your bandages while you're trying to like steer the ship, and you're like it's a little distracting, but every basically the 10 minutes in the hour.
Nice application of mod.
Oh, it's legend mud bath before you sail. Much less distracting. Much less distracting.
Glistening in the sun.
The ship is gonna look so weather worn by the time you get there.
I mean, I guess I look like a play golem or something.
Exactly, very scary.
Like 2 cucumbers on your eyes,
And you guys continue on. The rest of the day, luckily, is uneventful. You kind of clear this patch of ocean with all the mist, you. What's it called? You find I guess like when you sleep you just kind of you're always sailing pretty near the coastline, right? I know here you can't see it, but even here I assume you were pretty close. And so you probably just take it inland or even a little bit more so you can kind of drop anchor somewhere. I don't how dropping anchor really works. I'm not a sailor, but you find a nice little cove or spot.
You drop the anchor to keep the ship from moving too far.
But can you do it when you're like out at sea? You need
Sometimes
to be...
it's too deep.
Not really, unless you can it has to be a place where the anchor and the chain connected to it can reach the bottom.
Right, it does. Are there like
Yeah.
modern special anchors which like almost create like drag in water just when like they're not even? But like, how do you do it if you're like super like out far out in the ocean and you don't like?
Well, you would have shifts. for people.
They usually
Yeah,
don't
I guess
stop
you
on
can
the
just
night.
like fly on big ships.
But even
yeah.
then,
Yeah.
yeah, like they absolutely they would, right? But the idea is you might sail through the night to try to maintain.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, there's
You
a
know,
sea
your
anchor that
bearings.
you basically just like have behind you, like heavy, so that you slow down, but you then can actually stop fully.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh man, look how much clearer you can see the map.
Like
now.
I guess that you could use it to try to help avoid drift, but you wouldn't stop it if you couldn't see the
Yeah,
bottom.
it's like a parachute.
Yeah,
Look
but
how nice, look how nice and sunny it is.
you wouldn't even try to throw an anchor. I mean, what's the point if you're in the middle of nowhere, right?
Maybe
Yeah.
you're
You
an
just
aircraft
crash.
carrier and somebody needs to, land on you. I don't know.
Right. Okay. But
You
it's
know
also
what I
just to keep your bearing, right? Like if you need to go from point A to
Yeah,
point
I guess
B
so.
and you
Yeah.
drift 10% off course in the night,
Yeah, that's true. You would be
Fucking
annoyed. If
doomed.
like, I mean,
If
especially
you
in
keep
these
that
kind of
to
times,
Ah.
right? You don't have
1 to
sat nav,
2%,
and you don't have,
yeah,
like,
you're
GPS
gonna
and
be
shit.
way safer.
But anyway, yeah, you find like a little cove to kind of like go really close to the edge and drop anchor and yeah, just I don't know, like I mean, do you in the night? Just what I'm curious actually, input like my mad random encounters. Do you go close enough to land so you can like sleep on solid ground, or do you kind of like there's one kind of real cabin like kind of underneath the deck where like you could go in, but the other people would kind of have to share that space to like sleep on the deck in this boat, right? There is like technically like room for 4 sleeping quarters.
I think for me it would depend on how long we're traveling. Usually I would stay on the boat, but if we had like a week-long travel and we had the opportunity to go on land, then
Isn't it
probably
over a week long
do
to
that.
get to Fort?
No, it
Port
was
Barrel?
only 4 or 5 days to get a Port Barrel if
Oh.
the conditions were okay. It's quite fast actually, and this ship is faster than the old rowboat, which is why it's fast.
Yeah, and then I think we wouldn't have like, particularly because we already made a stop onto land, right? Like a day or a half in. So
Sure. So you
I
like,
would
just
push for
quick
us to
sleep
just, like-
and then head off early in the morning. You save like
keep a
easily an
watch,
hour.
on the ship just in case.
Mhm.
Since we are close to the coastline, right? Like there could be, you never know.
You miss stalkers anywhere.
That or apparently sharks or
True.
invisible
There's a lot of
stalkers
dangers in these
or-
waters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you had to have a quiet night after this bit of an exciting day, and the next morning you set off again. You were hoping, you're not sure exactly, but to potentially see Port Peril this evening or potentially the morning of the next day. But actually
Wait,
you out there, give me a perception check as you kind of like sailing on the next day. I mean, everyone give it to me, I guess, out there just as a bonus, but everyone, of course, like has the chance to see. I mean, Johnny had the eagle eyes before, so maybe he has it again.
yeah, look at him.
I swear I saw some rule in that 17, but I don't know that 17's here. Very strange. Wait, Nate, did you roll yours? You did, right?
Which one? Sorry.
Perception? Oh, maybe you didn't. I thought I saw. Can you roll me perception?
Yeah.
A secret one. Okay, Nate actually. Oh, he's LTM all lowest. So sad, even from the quiz list.
I'm still mostly on the lookout for mist stalkers.
Yeah, exactly. Very focused. But no, Nate, you actually see as you're kind of taking the ship back and you're kind of going, kind of along the coastline. You spot something which catches your eye. You spot what to you seems to be a shipwreck, like a fairly large ship, larger than your own, certainly. That is kind of like all like crashed into. It looks like it's actually in quite shallow grounds. You're not sure if it run aboard or if it was. Just very bad weather conditions, but seems to have have like kind of wrecked itself on like some rocks, and it now kind of just like there, kind of listlessly, like kind of like half sunken, like kind of propped up on this on these bearings, or like not on these bearings, but on this like kind of mound of like rock. But it
Sheep ahoy!
Exactly. It looks, as far as you can see. I mean, out there you have the spyglass, right? So like when it's like pointed out, you're able to like get a closer look. It seems that the ship is certainly probably been there quite a long time. Like there's kind of like it's kind of overgrown in like places with like kind of like kind of seaweed. It's kind of I mean like even on the top when it's above the surface, it's still kind of like greenery kind of growing there. So it's probably been there for quite a while. But like it's still in like one piece, and like based on the storms that ravaged this area from the Isle of Bendigo, it's probably not it's not like hundreds of years old or anything crazy like that. Probably like much less, but you're not sure exactly from this distance.
Oh yeah, I'll run to the front of the bow. Be like, we have to investigate.
Yeah, we need to help if there may be someone still alive out there.
Oh,
Did you
Doubtfully,
say
but-
how recent it looks like it happened?
It looks like it'd been like quite a while. Like you wouldn't expect there to be
Okay.
anyone still there. Like there's like kind of greenery growing on like the top deck you can see and like stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
but
so
also
more like-
treasure. But it is close to Port Peril. So
I mean, it seems like it's
probably
been
not.
here for quite a while, and this close to Port Peril, I mean, I'm sure it would have been searched over multiple times.
it's true. I'm not used to competition in scavenging, but this looks like an easy catch.
A good area for fishing, maybe.
Potentially. We could always take a look. I just.
Like
Yeah. In
It
terms
seems
of
like it might involve a map, and that has always led to bad things for us.
In terms of like if how many people would be here, you do know, however, that like I said before, like part of the reason why also if it's so like kind of quiet nowadays is because there is much less traffic like in this part of the Shackles. So like obviously it depends how long it's been here for, but like it's
Okay, it's
it
possible.
is a much less traveled route than in the past. But yeah, you want to go investigate closer. I mean, yeah, like you go alongside and you see that the boat is pretty big. Like it looks like it's maybe like 100 feet long and like 40 feet wide. So like easily like double or triple the size of your boat, like a proper ship, not just a
Does it
boat.
look like it wrecked on something, or did
Yeah,
it
it looks
destroy?
like it. Like you're not sure exactly what happened. Maybe there was a storm or something. But there's like a big sort of rock. It's very shallow ground for it. Like your boat can go there fine, but like if it's a ship, this is like not comfortable sitting. And
Right.
you see like the front of it is kind of like propped up a little bit on like this rock that it must have like found itself on.
Is it close enough to the coast that people that would have been on the ship could have like swam to the coast?
Definitely could have. Like really, it
Yeah.
really depends on like the
It's
It's a
conditions.
possibility
sure.
at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility for sure. But I mean, if you kind of, as you look at the coastline, like it is like a wild sort of area. Like kind of the tropical beach to like in the like very early on jungle that you can almost like kind of see right from your rough map. It is really quite a
Right,
quite a tropical land.
So we see any signs of human life on the coastline? Maybe.
No, you don't. As you kind of like you kind of look in the direction. It seems
What about,
pretty
like-
much just like the miles of coast you've seen so far.
What about other damage on the ship? Like any cannon holes or like big kraken scratches?
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah,
you've kind of
gigantic
gone.
Kraken-sized tentacle
right,
marks.
like-
You've gotten quite like pretty close at this point, right? Yeah, you don't see like huge signs of anything like that. You see that you actually see that the mast itself is kind of like completely kind of cracked and seems to fall down one point, and the part of the top, like where you kind of like broke or fell off, is kind of like I mean, even though like like you would imagine lots of time has passed, it's still kind of blackened. Like at one point there was like even like a fire or lightning or something
Fire.
similar.
A fire?
Bad luck for a ship to go down with fire.
But there's so much water around.
Like it's only the top of like the mast that's like that.
Oh,
like, the
okay.
rest of the
Yeah.
ship.
More looking like lightning.
More like lightning, yeah. And then it's like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
splitting, like like kind of wood, like kind of thing.
Storm, I see. They must have pissed off Hu Fang.
Yeah, so they wanted to save the ship from fire, so they sunk it. That sunk it.
Sure.
and That's right.
I doubt that.
Makes
I
sense
think
to me.
maybe there was a really powerful storm, including lightning. Lightning struck the mast, they lost control, and then crashed into the rock. Seems the most
Unfortunate.
plausible. Very.
I'm sure they left their relics.
Do you and Johnny want to scout down in the ship, since you can both swim better? And we'll keep eyes up above.
Yeah, while I'm stashing the gun into my firearm carrying case, I'll look at Johnny and say,
No,
Alright, let's dive.
I'm going down.
Okay, so you want to dive and Do you want like okay? So yeah, so basically you see like kind of like the top deck is like above water, and then you kind of from the water level you see like somewhere in like the middle. You can kind of see from like the windows you dive down. There's like 3 levels, and as you kind of like dive down into it, you see that at like the very bottom, like you know, like both on the side where they hit the rock, like the bow or the front of the ship is like very much destroyed. Like there's a kind of big gaping hole that kind of leads into you know, like to the ship from that direction, and in the back corner there's also like kind of like destroyed wood. So there's like kind of 2 entrances, like basically to the bottom of the ship from underwater. Yeah, you see that there are quite a lot of like fish about and like kind of like stuff like that that seems to have you know, taking this place as like some sort of like, you know, cave refuge system.
The crew's quarters will have been around the back. More
But
than
do you like? I mean, sorry. I mean, do you like swim around it from a distance? Do you like swim into it from like the below?
We
I think-
can
I
check
think-
from distance first. Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna put you onto a map actually,
Oh, baby.
Johnny and Chris.
said
So
the
I guess
word.
I guess I'll put the other 2.
Yeah, we should be.
well. Technically, you're not underwater, so you can't see.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'll put you on the map so you can at least see what they see. And yeah, this is the kind of level you're looking at.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So this is the
think we
front, you
can
said,
go
right?
around.
Yeah, this is the front. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely go around, I think, yeah. Not much of interest in the front. The big
It's the entrance.
halls.
Oh, I
yeah.
guess we can't really talk underwater, right?
No, you can't.
Brr, brr, brr,
I mean, you also like. I don't know
I
how. Like, I mean,
can.
technically it matters, right? How long you can hold your breath for, I guess, if you're like down there. Because like technically you can do it. I mean, just roughly, so I know. Like, neither of you have any like the water, like the
I
breath
mean, I
control
can
feat
breathe
or anything.
underwater,
Right?
so.
Oh, you can breathe
I'm
underwater
fine.
easy, but Crixel you cannot, right?
No, I don't think so. I do have a feed, but that's not related to that right now. No, so I would only have. What was it, like rounds?
You know, breath 5 plus your con modifier. So sure.
So that's +1. So 6.
So for 6, so for like 36 seconds, man, that's embarrassing, Crixel. Should really get some breath control. 36 seconds, yeah. So like for half a minute. So really, like, you're not confident you could like, you know, explore this whole thing in like, you know, that amount.
How much
of
of
time.
it is in the water? Like most of it, or?
Like kind of like probably like this deck, and like, you know, from swimming from outside, probably like half of like the middle deck. You know, like if you're walking around the middle deck, you would like kind of have your knees, you know, in the water, and like on the top deck, that's like, you know, completely out in the air.
Okay. Yeah, considering that, I guess I don't know if you want to go solo, Johnny, or we can do the middle deck first and then see what we find.
Yeah, let's just first. I'll first accompany you, and then I can dive deeper alone.
Okay. So you want to dive deeper alone, Johnny? Yeah. In terms of the
No,
middle deck,
first we're
like
going
this.
around.
Oh, first you're going around here. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess you're like just kind of swimming and stuff, and then you kind of dive down.
Just to
well,
see
right?
like if we
Crixel,
see
yeah.
any kind of danger as well around from before I go and
Any
maybe
sort
more
of
dangers.
danger, indeed. No chance of danger. Okay, so yeah, you. I mean, yeah, you can move your tokens around.
I think for now I will be avoiding notice instead of searching and doing gas
Sure,
signs,
okay.
Search. Oh no, scouts.
just in case there might be a shark family around. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. When you go around there, I mean, nothing's intended, but you see like a little kind of school, or not school. I mean, there's only technically one on the map, but you know, I'm sure there's others around. You see like some little, like, kind of dangerous looking eel things. They kind of like when they see that, they kind of like, you know, they don't immediately attack, but you know, they kind of like, you know, swim around kind of agitatedly.
you popping that picture out gave me PTSD from Mario 64.
But yeah, you do see what you would probably like a kind of like chest like over in the corner. This looks like there would be like some supplies down there at one point, and you see a chest also in the corner.
This level. So what is this level? That's the bottom level.
This is the bottom level, the lowest level. Yeah.
I couldn't explore it for long.
Yeah, like you kind of having, you're not able to go that far. Like, but also like I don't know how fast you swim. You have a swim speed of like 15. Okay, so you're able to move like 50 feet around, and you can do like that for like 6 rounds. You can swim like 300 feet or whatever, right before you run out of breath. So you're able to make a good amount of distance, but not like infinite like Johnny.
Yeah, I'm slow and steady. I'm only 10 feet.
Exactly, so steady, but no need to go up for that.
So I think what we want to do is I'll get out my blade, my wave blade, but I think we want to head up first. This goes up, right? So, and if we hit the stairs quite soon, we'll hit air as well. I think, right?
True. Okay, sorry, just so I know, at this point, so like, I mean, you're going up, right? So you're basically at air point. I mean, Nathan out there, are you just kind of waiting on the boat, or do you want to like kind of go from the top? I mean, but I don't know if you told them what you were doing, but probably at some point before you started Trickster, right, you would go up, I guess, like, give the surface point before doing this trip. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we would have thrown a rope with a weight into the water. Maybe they can like use that to, I don't know, signal something or whatever.
Did you move over there on purpose? How did you do that?
I clicked on the button.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so you both swim up. Yeah, nice. Oh, sorry, I moved you both down. So you says, and yeah, you see a few kind of like animals around here that seem a bit like like kind of like not a little perturbed at your sudden appearance. You see these kind of you see like these octopuses around which don't seem to care that much, but the crab kind of like snaps his pincers at you, and actually let's roll initiative as you kind of go up there. Maybe move yourself from an extra 5 foot forward, Johnny, but you came up first, it's just so there's like technically space for like Tricksil to have come up as well. Also,
I don't know which way.
He went in this way. So
yeah, I wasn't sure which way these stairs are. Oh yeah, of course they went that way.
I'm going to actually move you two, Nate and Johnny, onto a different map so you can see what the top of the boat, well, not a different map, like a different part of this map, so you can see, this is what the top of the ship looks like, in case, we're at all interested in, doing anything up here. And yeah, it's got like kind of, these stairs going down and like, other stuff, blah, blah. And it looks like also some like rooms in the top, kind of. Okay, down in the mid-level, however, yeah, let's roll initiative with you two. They start encounter, and I'm just actually going to go to the back of the bus.
Insane. This crab.
There's a crab.
Crab looks unhappy.
How bad could it be? Oh god, we're pretty bad initiative, eh?
Crab goes first, fucks us both up. Double crits. Chris first, you then me. Or the other way.
Yeah, probably you first, because you're in front of me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Should I just sheer fuck you if it targets me first?
We are watching two bloated corpses. I mean, not bloated yet, but bloat up.
Just be like bloated, rotting corpses. From here,
Corpses
it looks
in
like,
training.
Looks like most of the levels actually underwater, right? Like on the map. Like visually, it looks like the entire level is underwater, no?
Yeah, maybe.
I guess, like at least the floor is underwater completely. Like, I guess you could like.
Maybe a little bit up to the stairs. It's not fully.
There's like floating.
Jesus Christ, you two. So what were you saying?
I was wondering how much of it was like underwater, because there's
This is like
stuff, right?
Yeah, so obviously at this point, like, you're further back, so like, it's a bit further down you. For Johnny, as you're like kind of set on the deck proper, I mean, how tall are you? I guess like maybe you're really weird height, but you're not a really weird height.
No,
like, normal, pretty standard like human height. Yeah, it's basically up to your like mid thigh, so you're like kind of wading through it. So it would count like for like the kind of the aquatic combat. It's like if you're in water or underwater, so that still is like taking place. Actually, no, man, I would probably say it actually depends. Like you see the creature, the crab itself. Like that's even though that's like it is fucking big. It's like a medium-sized creature, but it's like very flat. So that's almost like all in the water. So if you're like attacking down at it or shooting it or whatever, that will be like aquatic combat. For this in that case. But obviously, it would depend exactly. But yeah, it notices you, and man notices you a lot faster than you notice it. Jesus Christ. And
You
yeah.
just don't
Man.
perceive a crab as danger. It's just an
You
animal.
don't, yeah, but you fucking should. You see the size of those fucking pincers?
I played Elden
Yeah,
Ring.
but seriously, he takes our
I mean,
legs
look at
off.
these little crabs. Wait, look at these little crabs next to it. It's a fucking big crab.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's an elder crab, we call those.
Okay,
God damn it, why did I go up first?
I mean, man, Nathan, Johnny, I guess I should put the ship on this map as well, right? To show where you actually are. Let's say you put this ship, I don't know, around
Oh,
there.
fuck.
So what happened? You saw the ship through the wall for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can-
could move this.
I don't know, would you have, I don't know, you put the ship here or something, right? I guess, I don't know. I mean, why does the ship go small again? I wanted to make it bigger.
Well, it's an internal problem, isn't it?
Wait, it is bigger. Oh, that is the bigger version. of the
Must
ship,
be
okay.
cold water.
Exactly. So I don't know. I it's up to you where you would have put the ship. I mean, you still be on the ship, right? I guess you've just kind of like docked it off the side somewhere like here. You can move it if you think there's somewhere else that would have been more appropriate. Look back at where the action is. Yeah, the crab scuttles towards you, menacingly, kind of like clicking its claw as it does it.
I'm sure he's a slow boy, right?
He is a slow boy, so it does have to move twice to get next to you. But next to you, it does get Johnny, and then it tries to grab you with its giant claw. Like bites at your leg underneath the surface of the water. Not
That's
bites, grabs at your leg.
Gears wants to be my friend.
Hits you.
Oh my god. Of course he does.
Do we want to check the ship in the meantime?
Oh, for 12 slashing damage.
Ow!
Yeah, it's a very solid hit. Yeah, if you want to move yourself on a ship to kind of show you're being like boarding it and looking around, you can do that. You can do that, Nate.
Maybe just one of us to make sure that.
I mean, I can go onto the boat.
If something
I'm no
happens.
good at sailing myself.
I mean, at this point, when like Johnny fully cries out, like I mean, it's within like 50 feet, like down deck. So give me perception check actually if you hear any sounds of like the scuttling and like the fight that's happening down there. But if you give me blind perception, but Johnny, it is your turn.
Okay. What I'm gonna do a hydraulic push.
Ooh, push this
This
thing away.
crab. Get away from me.
Okay, both of you do hear very faintly, but you hear sort of like a cry from Johnny, and then like the kind of sounds like magic being cast.
Yes. Water rushing.
So we'll let you roll initiative into the next round.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Miss? Oh god.
Why do you gotta reroll? I hear a point. You won't get another one. This is dangerous.
Mm.
You know, it's dangerous. If I go down, who's healing me?
That's true.
I've never tried.
I'm gonna use it.
Oh man, all the talk.
Okay.
Ah, that still misses.
Still a miss? Oh my god.
It's very close, though. It's very close, but the
Shit.
arm on its back just deflects it off it.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna
man,
move.
it's so
that.
sad.
I'm not grabbed or anything, right?
No, it didn't seem to have time to get a good hold on you.
Yeah, do I stay? I just. Oh shit, man. There's more. Yeah, I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay, go in there and press the up button. Ah, so Johnny, you kind of see Johnny like at this point, like you go watching on the ship, you see sort of Johnny like run up, clearly got like a bit of like a blood on his leg.
Hi. Big crab
okay.
downstairs.
Then Pixel, your
Right.
turn.
Okay, so I was a bit behind. Can I still... Yeah, so I can still like draw my weapons, right? As combat starts.
Yeah, you still like
Yeah.
saw part of it. You can still hear the and you rolled initiative for some reason,
Yeah. Okay, so Johnny swam up. I believe I will move. Yeah, I'll move with him.
Okay.
And then with my final 2 actions already, my pistol down the stairs, trained for a crab that might follow us.
Cool.
So I'll be like
Yes.
here, in front of the stairs. Close enough.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you kind of run up the stairs and kind of level your gun in a direction, ready to hit it if it tries to follow you. And indeed, follow you it does. It kind of scuttles, not wanting to let its prey go away. 5, 10.
Prey. This crab is a hunter.
It is up here. So it does make it all the way up here in one move, actually. But you can ready the shot at it as it kind of comes up the...
Blast.
Yeah, it's a giant grab. Giant grab the fucking prey. You ready the shot, right? Not a strike. Yeah.
And by prey, you mean predator.
Exactly.
But as you kind of take this shot, it's kind of okay. So it misses anyway. But when you target and pull the trigger, it quickly scuttles just to the side a little bit, like a little quick little scuttle, and ends up over here instead. Yeah, so that's why the strike went wide. It quickly got out of the way, and then tries to hit you with its meaty claw.
Attempts to. It can still miss.
Hits you with its meaty claw,
Never mind.
but not a crit.
That's a first.
For for 7 slashing damage, and then it grabs hold of you.
Oh shit.
617 by mistake, though. Unlucky.
Did it only have to
and
do
this-
one move up the stairs?
Yeah, it did. They would be close to the stairs. It's right next to you on the way below. And then in the new round. Oh, sorry. No, technically you guys should roll initiative on this round, I guess. Before it, maybe you act before it even. So you need to now roll perception. Don't be the 27. What's chance of that?
Perception or
Not good.
perception,
You mean
yeah,
initiative with
perception.
perception. Right?
What's that?
Initiative with perception?
Yes, sorry, is that not what I said? Okay, yeah, initiative with
I said
perception.
perception.
Oh, the swoop. Perception with initiative. Even better.
The button. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, save us.
It's just struggling here.
Okay.
Wow. Apparently, yeah, I have 8 things suddenly open.
Hmm?
on my screen. Well, I click the button, which normally just rolls it, right? If I click it inside the encounter tracker, it just rolls. But instead, I clicked and nothing happened. So I clicked it a couple more times and nothing happened. And then suddenly it's all of the initiative perception boxes popped open
Oh, weird.
at once. There we go.
There we go. Oh, shit.
Which
Oh, yeah.
technically, by the way, does mean it's a 28 because I would have been doing the scout.
I'm sure you're right. Okay. So technically you react before, but I'm sure you can't stop it coming up the set or anything. But what would
You
you
would have
do?
No.
delayed, right? You did.
Maybe I would have gone on.
Could I
they
jump
heard Johnny.
from
They
the
heard
pier
Johnny run
to
up
the
Yeah.
deck of the ship?
you can do the leap action, or long
Right.
jump,
I
whatever
just
it
wanted
is.
to make sure, because I know it looked like it was all underwater when we first got on the map, and that's why I was confused.
No. Sorry. So you were on you were on the bit they were looking at. So you were looking at from a lower level. So that was the kind of bottom half. But that's where they were. But from this point, it's very coincidentally because it's kind of sunken a bit and put you on smaller boats. You're very level in height just for convenience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll
So-
run and leap across,
Yes,
which
you
I
make
can't
a
because it
long
says
jump.
wall.
Oh, okay, well, no wall right now. Let me move you on.
Do you
It's
shout
like
anything
not
as you
even
leap
5
across?
feet.
Does Elliot shout anything as they jump across?
No.
No. So
Wide
that's-
open high.
That is 2
I
actions.
don't know. That sounds like an action movie.
But because you can combine sort of movement together, technically you have some stride left that you can use at this point.
Yeah. So I'll just go down the stairs
Yeah.
to about there. I figure that's about fair for the 2 action
Sure.
leap run.
Yeah.
And then the final action will be to
So this is before it was up the stairs. Yeah.
yeah, I guess I gotta remember to do this before we start encounters because I would not have had on the boat looking around necessarily had the bow out. I would have
No,
had,
yeah, that was last time you were looking around.
yeah. Well, that's when we were sailing around, right?
Okay.
I would have the
Yeah,
longbow. If we're parked up close on a
Cool,
ship,
cool.
I'd want
Yeah.
more of my melee weapons. Got some
Okay,
more
yeah,
of my forte.
Sure,
So I have my rapier out, and so I'll leap
Mhm.
across, and I guess I'll do one more stride, which I can actually do, huh? By clicking. To get there.
Yes, you stride across. Yeah, cool. So you do that, then we see the crab kind of run up the stairs and grab with Crystal the thing, and then Nate, it's your turn.
Yeah,
I'll
so
go the old man jump.
Hey now.
is that good enough? If I jump here?
Yeah. Like you
Well,
can all make this. Like it's technically so you're doing the
you
long
have
jump
quick jump?
action, or you're doing a leap. I mean, that's two things. When
Yeah,
you leap, you can leap
Yeah.
10 feet horizontally though. Like so, it's like.
True.
But
Okay.
you can also
Okay.
use athletics to go even further if you need to, but you don't need to.
Even
So you can
further,
just
Yeah,
yeah.
because normally, like, you fail
I can
unless you
drive.
get at least 10 feet run
Yeah.
on the.
Oh, that's true, actually, right?
Yeah.
No, but that's only with long jump, right? With the leap action, you don't need to have it run up.
You
So-
can leap out 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet, or up
Yeah,
to 15 feet horizontally if your
exactly.
speed is at least 30 feet. You're landing in space. If you leap
It's
vertically,
long jump that says if you
Okay.
didn't stride at least 10 feet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, technically, you also
Oh.
leaped and then.
So I-
Yeah.
So I need to. The attempted token movement collides with at least
Yeah,
one
sorry, you
ball.
want to jump over there? Yeah, cool. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's one action, then you have two left.
Yeah, and then. Wait, can I do this?
And
you
you,
within range?
can you get there in time? No, I
No,
think it's too far away.
Because
Yeah.
it's open, right?
I think open you mean no, you can do open as long as it's not. You can still move it into
Okay.
open. It just you can't do an attack and then do an open trade.
Okay. And what?
But I think it's a little bit too far away even for you to charge at.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm just. there's
Wait,
something
is
weird
this
going on.
square here? I think you can get there, right?
Oh yeah, you have reach, right? That's true.
Which
Yeah.
yeah.
So you could get to.
You could get
when the
right there.
squares are
That's
kinda weird.
perfect.
You could
and
go to
then-
like you can. Yeah, you can definitely get it if you have reach range actually.
Well, I think it's the only one you could realistically get to
Fine.
because technically you'd have to jump over the top of
Yeah,
the
that's true,
railing
that's
here
true.
down.
What's the waypoint button again?
Click control,
control
click
and then
control.
left click,
Yeah,
control,
hold
drag,
control and then do it.
and then just
yeah.
tap
You have to
click.
hold control before you start though. I think. Okay, or maybe you don't.
Yeah, so. That's... I need to get here, right? And
You
I
can also
I
get
think this
here.
was
You can also
This
get here.
one.
Oh, yeah. I can get here.
And then Quicksil will be providing a little bit of cover, but you can still
Yeah.
attack over Quicksil.
So I'm kind of tied up right now.
Exactly. Yeah, so you get a little bit of extra AC from that.
Does it
Yeah, don't worry.
already count?
Its AC
or
is
should
only
I,
something.
No, but I can just give it to its AC. You can do the attack and I'll figure it out. Wow, the cover means that it's still perfectly a hit. Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay. It does seem, however, that it's very hard to like kind of pierce its armor with like the spike. Like it's very hard to get like a clean hit, so it does resist part of the damage. Let's see if it does automatically. It does, amazing. Alright. So yeah, it does take damage, but less than you would have hoped. That's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Johnny. I mean, I guess we should have a little bit of combat. Not quite as intense, maybe the other one, but still. About Nemesis. Yes, Nemesis.
I'm gonna give it a smack with my good old spout.
Good old spout. Yeah, give it a smack.
Bada boom.
Oh, it gets reflex save. Okay, man.
Indeed.
Ooh. Fails.
Does that do? Yes. Does that do anything?
What do you do?
No.
Yeah, you roll a reflex save. Nice.
Wait.
I don't know.
You fail, get hit by your own
I was,
spell.
I was wondering if I click
Okay.
any of the buttons, it can go with the.
The bludgeoning damage, however, seems to just kind of like crush the some of the plates, and it seems to take all the damage.
No, it's gonna move
no,
further
you're right.
back.
Getting out of here. Beautiful, beautiful,
Get out of
beautiful.
the danger zone.
Welcome to the danger zone. Okay, Quicksil. Yeah, you were grabbed in its claw.
Mhm.
Right
Really hard
where
to
you
hit.
want him.
Exactly.
Minus ranged
See,
attacks
my-
don't
ain't
do
got
well
nothing
when
on
grappled,
that.
right?
No, but I would need to reload anyway. So what I will do is, while it's got me like in its pincer, I'll do with uh, my Tengu Gale Blade. I would target like as if I'm just in my fisherman work. I'll target like the weak points to like remove the pincer from the body, and try to I'm gonna try to escape. No, I'll try to damage it. Okay, so there we go. With the reloading strike, of course.
You reload, of course. Yeah, you. When you grab, you need to. The interact action does need to do a flat check, though.
Wait for an attack?
No, but you said you
That's what I
reloaded part of it, right? You said
Oh,
you reloaded
that's
part of
true.
it.
Okay.
You got this.
Yeah, easy.
You got
You're an expert at loading your weapon, and you do indeed hit it well with the sword. Give me the damage.
Slashing damage. Yeah.
Slashing, yeah, it does seem to be part of it, but you found a good weak point, like you were saying anyway, betwixt the scales. Yeah, looking very bloodied.
Okay, then seeing that it's still quite tough, I'll try to escape, I guess.
Okay, so it does have
That
the attack
is-
rate, so it's over -5.
So that's an unarmed attack or acrobatics, right? Or athletics? Right, acrobatics. So there was.
Acrobatics, why not?
Since it doesn't have the -5 yet.
14. Oh, I'm afraid that is not. The grip is holding you fairly firmly.
Okay, last action. Okay, so I'm grabbed. I'll try and aid someone's attack, by attacking as well.
Okay, sure, you're
overriding
trying
it.
to.
Yeah.
Sure. Altair, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak behind him. And by that I just mean move, because sneak you can't do in the open until you have legendary sneak. Target him. And then yeah, I'll go for
Guess I'll aid
the
this.
rapier.
Yeah, so give me your attack roll first.
Oh.
Fixer. Oh, does unnecessary. The aid is, is very good. Oh no, wait, not unnecessary. Altair hasn't rolled yet. Okay, so yeah, you you don't actually get the crit, but it is a success on the 8 DC 20, so you have +1 on your attack.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have anything left. Damn it. I don't have.
Damn it, indeed. Yeah, your rapier goes wide, deflecting off the scales.
I'll go with the second
Scales,
attack
plates, armor, shell.
as well. Might as well.
Yep.
The skills of the shell.
Ooh, okay, but with the second one, even without Altair's, or even without Crystal's help, you manage to find a weak point.
Yeah,
See
and it
the
doesn't seem
damage.
to be taking the. At least it doesn't say it, but hopefully maybe it does. But flat-footed as well.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. It shows it to me.
Cool.
But they changed day, so you're not your attack.
For
12
12.
damage. Oh, and even with the resistance, it is perfectly enough to
Love to
kill the crab. And it kind of like reels over. Its claw goes limp as you get released Crixil, and yeah, you have just this big piece of crab lying on the ground in front of
There's
you.
no crab meat on its thing to loot. That's sad.
Sorry.
We just
Okay.
extracted.
Yeah, it is dead. You are unfortunate.
Thank you. We were not the first visitors, it turns out.
So it would seem.
I didn't expect a crab to be so vicious.
Many cool animals for me not to have animals be vicious in this world.
Oh, there I am. Is this completely underwater or just?
No, this is like up to your side level.
Okay. And
Yeah,
is it
so
the one
you had
above
the-
that goes down one further?
Yes, the one above goes down, and you can see like that does become like fully underwater as you.
Yeah. So I don't want to deal with that one. That's the Johnny and Crixel zone.
Yeah, from here.
I'll go
we
through
need
and
to
search some of the
together.
barrels, see if there's anything in any of these. Like, have you checked all of these barrels and boxes?
When
No, this was
we're
where
running
the
from the
crab was.
pincer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they seem like first of all, also a lot of them are kind of like spoiled food, like kind of other stuff you expect to find
Hey,
on a ship.
I see a
like,
thing.
Yeah, there's an octopus over there.
Yeah, there's one
That's
Okay.
smaller. There's a.
Just making sure.
Yeah, it's like a lot of just like normal sort of like just like shipping goods, like and you went down to lower, right?
I just
Someone
popped
did.
my head down and then.
Yeah, you put it down. Yeah, it's fine over there. Yeah, Nate, so you're still up there? Oh no, Nate. Okay, you come down. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of like mid-level up
on
there.
the teleport button.
Yeah, you found the teleport button. Okay, Crixel, when you walk past this octopus, it actually gets a little bit aggressive when you kind of get a bit too close,
A
and
little
you're just
bit.
like it just kind of it tries to just reach out with its like tentacles to kind of like scare you away. So I guess we should roll initiative. I guess it's kind of weird. But yeah, you see it sort of like rile up, like kind of like when you get too close to it, and sort of like in sort of like get out of my face sort of position.
You credit him. We're fine.
And I'm sure the other one is like watching and whoa, the octopus is fighting. I'm an octopus too.
Oh no. Oh no. What have you done,
Can I-
Crixel?
Can I
Wow,
roll athletics because
again.
I'm swimming?
What's that? Sure, you can all that left so you can swim away in time.
Oh my god. Did I roll or not?
I don't see you.
No. Yeah, I keep
Mm.
clicking, but
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so
you're
so
adding
you could.
new units in, so the button keeps running away from me.
Running away. Okay, yeah, you're like kind of going through yourself, kind of looking around, and you kind of see Crixel go past. And before Crixel can realize it, you see the octopus is kind of like trying to like grab him from behind as he kind of swims past. Well, not
Okay.
swims, but kind of like push it, like walks. This is obviously difficult terrain for you, as like walking through this thing.
Yeah.
But you can react first to see what you want to do.
Okay. The difficult terrain would mean this would be the equivalent of 100 feet.
Yes.
Fuck me. That is a
Prediction.
long distance to go. A little bit further than I can. So instead, what I'll do is drop my rapier and then quick draw my bow. So I have quick draw.
Yes. Quick draw. You kind of draw it a bit quickly and take a shot at it.
So target, please target. There we go. And strike. 21
That's a hit.
for 4 damage.
Yeah, it takes a shot. It looks even angrier if octopuses can look angry.
That's fine. And then I'll do might as well a second attack
Sure.
at it as well.
That's also a hit.
Nice. For
Ooh, good on the damage roll. Yeah, very angry.
and then I call out, giving no specific benefit to say, Crixel behind you.
You see these arrows like flying
Behind me.
past, like landing in the water.
Wait, why
you
did
said-
you shoot it?
You still have one action.
No, I know. This quick draw is an action.
No, it includes a strike though. So quick draw is you draw and
one-
strike.
Oh,
one action,
two.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's the advantage,
Dude,
right?
you
Otherwise
are
it'd be
correct.
useless.
YOLO!
YOLO. That is for defenseless thing. That does miss it
nice.
though with all the minus.
Dang.
Yeah, it is still quite hard to target. And yeah, clearly this peaceful, loving creature, very annoyed by Altair's shots, immediately tries to attack you, Crixel, as the nearest. It's a dumb octopus. It only knows, big guy, I got hurt. He must have hurt me. It's a dumb octopus.
Yeah.
Tries to bite you with its beak, actually.
We're not trying to be funny.
Who would have thought the bite? Insane. But it misses you so quick. Maybe I use a hero point. No, it misses. Oh no, wait! I said you were in water bites, so you're flat. No, you have the
No,
underwater.
I've underwater marauder.
Oh my god! It saves you. So you quickly get your foot out of the way. But then it goes for a second strike.
Oh, no.
And then I rolled in that way.
There it is.
That's when I rolled
There
in that
it
way.
Stop cheating.
Forever cursed.
Oh man.
Jack, I don't know how it
That's it.
happened, but you got the Ian curse
Oh,
that I
for-
had in the last
It's because of
campaign.
the first section, right? Ian was debating just letting me die.
But max
Then-
damage.
Then, like,
on this-
Final Destination, like, style.
It's just
he
repeatedly,
kept me
like-
alive, and now I'm just.
Yeah,
that's
I also
chasing
rolled
me.
max damage. So it's actually it's a D10 plus 1, so you take 22.
So,
Hey, you're not dead, right?
I am
You
No,
dead.
you
also
are.
need to give me a force saving throw.
Because you got damage earlier.
So you are dying too.
BRB.
Oh my
And
god.
4 saving throw, okay.
4 saving throw, yeah. Okay. You yeah. Maybe I just I can't drag it on, but yeah.
This is something.
Yeah, you don't feel too good. Maybe, maybe a little bit of poison while you're unconscious, but let's not worry about how incredibly deadly that is. Johnny, your turn. Yeah, you see Crixel just like fall in the water as this angry octopus after getting shot maliciously for no reason attacks Crixel.
And I dodged the first attack as well. And then... Was that a nat 20 or not even?
That was in that 20.
Okay.
First time.
Yeah. On the second attack, it had to eat it only hit by 6
Yeah.
within.
Gotcha.
This is only this is only a level 1 peach, This isn't it's you just got. I mean, it rolled back. It's D10 plus 1 also, right? It's fucking. Right,
It's better than my beak. I only got D6. I think.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna give you a 2 actually heal. That's what you're getting.
Ooh, man, you do have a shot. Okay, yeah. Johnny's let's not even get started with this. Oh, so you get to right back up for 15.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you.
You didn't have time to draw your weapons yet. Oh no, I guess you... Would you have done it part of the initiative? I guess you would have, yeah. Oh, they're in the water again. Man, you need to get some weapons that don't leave you with us.
And you need all the help you can get, so have guidance.
See, gets guys on Crixel.
You
Okay.
I think it might be time to try some science experience on poor Crixel here to give him claws instead.
Okay. This little octopus is what the fuck's happening down here?
This motherfucker.
It's this guy is clearly bad guy because shot arrows at my friend. Octopus is very smart in my world. So then...
Wait, you just said.
I like how the
last time you said it was
smaller one
dumb.
is smarter than the big one. Just saying.
Small one's very smart, exactly. This one though jets off, kind of pushes off, and spray of air comes back in your direction, out there. So it kind of moves in a straight line pretty fast. So it goes all the way into your space. It's around your feet, It's this tiny creature in the water, and then tries to bite you.
All right, I nibble dodge.
You nimble dodge. Okay, cool. I roll so good though. Natural 19 is a hit, even with nimble dodge.
Yep.
These octopuses are out for blood. So you take 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And give me a fortitude saving throw.
That's gonna be a good thing of mine. Wait, no, it's not.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Whew.
By far my worst.
Cool. Nate, your turn. You're seeing the octopus fight happen before your eyes.
So I move like this.
Yeah.
Can you? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult terrain, remember, because of
Yeah. I'll use the charge.
Okay,
thing.
perfect. Yeah, you're no.
Yeah. So move and attack.
Mm-hmm. Solid strike. No, oof, you're barely alive.
Nice.
Okay, then I'll just strike again. Try
Beautiful.
to. Why is it? Okay, here it is. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
easy strike. Yeah, so you just run up from behind and too quick, stabs downwards, and it just it's cut into pieces at Crixel's feet.
Will it be ran through?
Run through. You're right. Sorry, not cut out pieces. You're right. Piercing weapon. Altair, your turn. The octopus
Alrighty.
in your all up in your grill.
I
your
do.
ankles.
So I will quick draw from the. Can I quick draw from the ground a rapier?
What does quick
Did
draw
I drop
say?
it before? Let me. I can post it. Right.
Quick draw. You
Draw your
interact to
weapon
draw
and
your
attack
weapon.
with the same
You
motion.
interact to draw a weapon. I mean, it's the same. You interact to pick up a weapon, you interact to draw. I'm saying it's the same. I think it works.
Okay.
It's one interact action either way, right? Why would it?
Yep.
Alright. Yep.
Makes sense if it's within reach.
Okay, so I will go back to this.
You grab the rapier from the ground.
Oh, it's just like floating, surely. Like in the...
Oh, exactly. Floating? The rapier is made out of floating material, not metal.
Oh, it's like, it's fine.
But if I dropped it straight point
balance.
down, it's a sticky right.
Oh, you drop. Okay, you drop on top of it. It does damage as well. Okay, yeah, you draw the
And
weapon.
then I will. It's hard to target it from here, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's small.
I was able to do that, and I can untarget the other one, and then I strike at it.
Oh,
Alright,
Crit.
well,
Let's
goodbye,
go.
Squid.
A very small octopus. So
For 15?
exact damage, insane. Yeah, you
Let's
just like
go.
it's like run it through,
well done.
stab down at it. Yeah, it just
Little shit.
It's like impale like on it, like like you can grill it now over a fire,
Yeah.
And yeah, we can end that act.
You know
This is
how
so
I-
funny. The
I
fight is
was the one who
only-
initiated that. I didn't even get a turn.
No, it was Altair who initiated it, Jack. Let's not be crazy.
Yeah,
He fired
you're
the
right,
first
you're right.
No.
He fired
Yeah.
the first-
You're right.
Alright, back to the
No.
wall. Yeah, so you come back, with your floating in the
Yeah.
water.
Are we prey to everything?
Uh,
Swims
What's
here.
the plural of octopus?
Somehow I have a feeling that
Octopi.
you're
Octopi.
Octopuses, actually, right? I think.
there's
Yeah, I
something
think
with
so.
you that attracts all the hardest hits. Maybe you're just born under the wrong star, friend.
I mean, Tengu are cursed. That's
We
why
are
I said
cursed
you want them on the ship, right?
with short lives. It is true.
Aren't they lucky
I
birds?
didn't expect that the short
Lucky
life
birds, I guess.
of the Tango is because every hit they receive is a mortal wound.
It is
By the way,
part of the
apparently there are
myth.
up to 3 different terms that are consistently used. It's octopi, octopuses, and octopods.
There you
Cool.
go. Whatever you wish. So,
It is part of the myth where we draw all the bad fortune into ourselves, so that the ship is fortunate.
Crixel, I think you might still be cursed.
You're doing a very good job of that, though.
Yes.
But
You're the best bad luck charm.
Oh,
Ever
so
seen.
it's not
And
the
I mean, I don't want to point out something out that's maybe a little rude or not, but when they say lead with your head, I don't think they mean literally.
what do you mean? Lead with my
It's
hand?
think things through, not like literally point your head in the enemy's weapon direction.
Should I have killed the octopus before it got angry?
Possibly. I don't know.
Should I kill everything in our path?
for it
It
gets
depends.
angry.
Maybe I will.
Not everything, I don't think.
No, again, I'm more joking. It's just somehow you have the worst luck I've ever seen.
My bruises have bruises.
Precisely.
We will eat well.
Will we?
Bye.
Crab to octopus. It's a good meal.
Stick them in the bag, man. It's just so funny that this is actually like a Tengu thing, and it's like actually happening, right? Like this is like word for word the thing it says about it. Like members of ships who are believed accurate enough to absorb misfortune. Like it's literally like it's so perfect that it actually happens.
Yeah.
You really just
I'll
spoke so
accept
well
my
as a
role,
character.
it's fine.
All playing very well.
You're playing so well. I don't know how you always manage to make me roll in that 20s, but you do. But yeah, you're still waiting around. Like I said, most of these ones seem pretty uninteresting. Like a lot of them are just sort of like, supplies, like a lot of, some like barrels like ruined gunpowder from the water, stuff like that. Like it's just random ship going stuff you would have on like a large ship for a fairly long expedition. But nothing very valuable on this level.
Johnny, Crixel, have you checked down below?
No, it is fully underwater, so
Fully underwater, and there's some eels. So I worry for Crystal over here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
my
But then again, if you
non-void
just
word
don't
there-
lure
go
them
too
out?
close to them, well, they ignored us the first time we came. So maybe if you just don't go right next to them, we should be fine.
Hmm.
Maybe that
But
was
what
the
if-
lesson we should take away from the octopi.
Keep away from the animals.
Hmm.
That's a good lesson.
Let's see. Not if they're near treasure, it is not.
Glug, glug, glug. Oh.
Glug glug and back up.
Oh, you pressed the boat thing by mistake. Okay, so you guys.
Yeah, like I moved on top of it and then just tried to move again and clicked it again. Oops.
So with my like
I guess
30 seconds, I'll quickly go into this corner. I don't want to open this chest yet because it looks
What's there? What's this? What's this? It looks like a wall here.
Suspicious.
What?
There's a wall
Shaded.
there.
This
none
area
for
is
me.
shaded for me. I don't know.
Oh, there's like a
Weird.
little like thing here, but yeah, whatever.
There's no
Oh,
wall on my
but
screen.
not
I don't know.
spine.
It's just
Here
how
I-
it's just the lighting looking weird here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. A lot of these are
Okay, so yeah, so in your space, you want to go down. What do you want to do, Crystal?
Is this
Correct, yeah.
chest trapped? It looks suspicious.
You want to do roll perception? Yeah, roll perception. Not as far as you can tell.
So before I have to go for another gulp of air, I'll try and open it up.
Yeah, you just like pick it open and yeah, you see inside there is certainly what some people describe as treasure. There is clearly quite a lot of actual money, like a lot of just like pieces of gold and silver and even a little bit of platinum you think you can see right on top of it. There's also a couple of like unusual looking objects, but before you can get too much of an investigation, everybody actually roll me perception again.
Oh, not initiative?
Yeah, sorry, initiative perception.
Oh, okay.
Ah, my god, again!
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I tried to think. This time I looked for traps before I opened it.
What you didn't notice were the large streams of blood coming off the back of yours and Johnny's body as you swim down here. Deliciously
That's a good
scented,
point.
deliciously scented blood.
Deliciously scented.
Look,
Okay.
perfect enough for this ability to go into action.
I am about there, buddy.
Bunya.
No, don't worry, you'll see what it looks like soon enough.
Like you can see on the
I'm right
icon.
behind
of
you.
Okay,
well, it's gonna
Johnny,
reach you before, sorry.
Oh no.
Johnny, yeah, you
Do I see it?
Somehow you don't see it, but you do get a sense that something is wrong. Like I don't know
Greg-
how it
Grexel?
works.
Didn't.
Perks, I think something's there.
You
There's-
You can't talk, remember.
music
You're
playing.
underwater. You're underwater, remember.
Right,
You can't
yeah,
talk.
of course. Well, I guess I can make a sound.
Yeah, you can
You
go
don't
like.
need to breathe, right? So-
No, like this. I
Oh,
can
you don't
breathe
need to
underwater.
breathe, so you
So
can
I can just
talk,
like
yes.
just like
You can talk.
danger. Like just look around. And then I just like swim over here, and I'm like, yeah, get. How's the readying stuff work here?
2 actions, ready, 1 action. Any 1 action.
Okay, so like okay, action would be like this one move to move here. I guess the shouting is an action, shouldn't?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, move here and then like just ready to like swim up. Like if it goes for me, I guess, or like just in general, like if I just try to get out and if I see something wrong, really considering I don't actually even know there's anything wrong. Like just some feeling.
It's
I'm
kind of
going
weird.
to-
Maybe I should have had you technically have to go after it, but oh well.
Yeah, maybe, but I like it's fine. Like I think like it's like just. I mean,
You
I'm not
get-
really
you
on
get-
all there anyway, so I don't know if I
Exactly. You just get a bad feeling. You see the blood sort of like flowing through the water around.
Yeah,
Crystal's,
but this is not a
and
good
you just
idea.
get like a bad feeling as you see like
Yeah, so I'm gonna move. Yes, if there's danger. I'm gonna
Wow.
here and then just like yeah.
You hear like the sniffing on the water. Like,
Just,
Exactly. And that bad feeling is taken into effect as you see very quickly swimming through the water what's it called? A very actually, well, not very strange, quite a strange looking creature. How far can I get? So yeah, kind of swims down. It does get to here. It doesn't walk through the wall like that. And let me show you a picture. This is a very interesting looking thing.
what? What's
It is
bunny shark.
It is slightly furry. Almost it's a little bit of between a shark and a seal mixed together. But comes here and then lets out a
Does it have
very.
a stalker in its name?
At this point, you two up there can also roll perception, but you could technically, swim down if you wanted or whatever. Like, it could interact with it. What say? Does it have a 1 in its name?
Yeah, just asking if it has a stalker in its name.
Okay. No, it does not. It does
Okay.
not. It does not. Okay. I'm afraid it does not. Yeah, so you'd also pull initiative, Nate. And then when it gets hit, it actually lets out a roar. And technically, like, because it can also, be into underwater, I think, like, sound just does travel pretty normally. So every other creature, so even you above the deck, I mean, you're actually within, like, fucking 30 feet of it from where you're standing. So everybody give me a will save as you kind of hear this kind of
Oh,
like...
does it
Oh
travel
my god.
up and through?
I think it would, but
Oh,
it has it has a much bigger range, like 3 times what you're actually at, and like you still can hear stuff underwater, right? Like I'll say, like
Well, I mean,
Just be like
so
line of effect for it,
within a medium, yes. Transferring between mediums, actually, no.
really,
Like, it really doesn't work well.
okay.
Traveling
It doesn't
between
work
mediums.
well. Maybe I'll give you a very good bonus on the save, because you can hear it, but it's much easier to.
It's why, like, right, like if I'm like yelling from the top of the pool down, you might be able to hear it, but it's a very low chance. Same as the opposite. You can technically yell underwater, but someone above would never hear it.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, I'll see if
This
it
is
says
a
it,
thing.
underwater combat. Put it.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it may not matter.
It'd be nice if you said something.
Hopefully it
Alright,
won't.
fine. I'll be generous and say that, yeah, it's hard for you to hear it. Or at least if you, I'll say you like hear the ball, but it doesn't have like the same sort of frightening effect, right? Because you're like upset. Oh, good, you both would have
I noticed.
You both
yeah,
would have succeeded
I was-
anyway, based on your saves, or like based on after I changed it. Crixel, you fail. Johnny, you succeed. Crixel, I mean, you're fucking scared. You become frightened too. Wait, Johnny, even you become frightened one actually, as you were like, you were
He
even like,
sucks.
I mean, even with like, your kind of hold yourself to strong stuff, you still, I mean, this is a fucking scary.
Oh my god, this mount up thing is very annoying. Every time
Yeah,
I
I
check
think
my
if you
token-
refresh, it should go away. I turned off the module.
I mean, it was last time. Oh, okay. Let me refresh that. If you turn it off, maybe then. Yeah.
Does it seem to work or no?
I'm loading now.
So wait, did Nate and I both?
No,
put
it's gone.
16
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Both of you, yeah, because like I basically said like because you're above, I'll treat you like 1 degree of success better. So you're both.
Oh.
Yeah. You, Nate, even with your 1 degree of success better, technically you still a little bit spooked. You're like standing at the top of this, and you just like hear like this like kind of even through the wall like this kind of scary sound coming up, and it just makes you a little worried about them. So give yourself the frightened 1 condition.
Ow.
Uh,
It's a scurry little fuck.
Yeah, I guess like my prepared thing. I was gonna just swim up and just
okay, yeah.
hop out of here and.
What's your swim speed? It's only like 10
One
feet,
shark.
right?
10 feet, yeah.
Okay, so I'll say like you.
I think that
basically-
should be enough, right? To
Yeah,
just pop
you
your head out.
Yeah, exactly. Most of your body's still underwater, but you can like move yourself so you're like kind of at the bottom of the steps. Like it's the decks are pretty close. They're not like fucking big ceilings in these rooms, right? They're it's
Yeah.
pretty short staircase. So yeah, but yeah, you're just basically at the top there. Yes, so you see like fucking him swim on and said,
A shark of some sort. Crixel's in danger again. And I guess just like pop my head back under the water and just look out that way.
So
Yes,
your
I
turn.
I'm gonna stay on top of here like this.
I'm gonna try to dash away, octopus style.
Dash away,
That's
octopus style.
2 move speed. Okay, so then reach the stairs. How much movement would the stairs cost?
I'm gonna say like I mean technically they should actually be difficult terrain, and I'll say like 10 feet long. Oh, then difficult terrain going up. I mean difficult terrain anyway. No, but you're swimming up, so it doesn't matter, right?
Swimming, yeah.
So then like just like 10 feet, like basically. But I mean like part of the movement. So like if you're like it's only like 5 feet of vertical, right? So it's
Sure, okay, so I have 10 more, I think. I will go
but
here.
Johnny maybe Johnny technically be in this square just so you know it makes
Okay, yeah.
So you're not like sort of...
Yeah, just swim past Johnny.
You're like get out the way, Johnny, get out the way. Yeah.
Push him down, I mean, like,
Nate, your
weird.
turn.
Weird beaver shark.
so, what's down there? I
Very, very big.
heard some scary noises.
Big teeth. Big roar. Angry.
So we're running away, or
It'll
mean,
come.
I guess I use the prepare thing.
You can delay to like move your whole turn lower if you want. If you don't.
Oh
want to do any
yeah,
actions.
yeah. I guess that. Yeah.
Okay, Alter.
I'm not going down into the water, so.
Yeah, you also delay.
I mean, is it worth delaying because I'm the last one in the combat? So like,
But you can still make it so you're, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter so much when there's only one enemy.
yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a prepared action that if it comes within range, I'll stab at it.
Okay, cool. Johnny.
Oh, and is it one action to do an aid, or is it two?
Yes.
Oh, it's
And
one
that
action.
also uses your reaction.
You use your reaction,
Yes,
so
exactly.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. Yeah, so I just do that one.
Cool.
I guess I would try to. Oh, could I try to like hide behind?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
a little
you're in a
bit,
position where you could
slightly.
have cover. Like, especially if it was in like Johnny's square, for sure it would be cover, right? So like, assuming it'd be like attacking from an angle where it's in the way, you can like huddle behind it. So that's just one action, no check.
One action and then the two action to prepare to like stand at it.
Yeah. Johnny? Oh yeah,
Getting
you,
out of there.
you get out. You like swim properly up to something.
The gas swim up and it's just like, move away. And I think that's fighting goes away at the end of the turn, right?
Yeah.
It goes down by one.
Yeah, I'm down at 1, so I would give guidance. Should you give
It
guidance?
is it's cooldown of 1 hour, so I don't think you can.
I mean, to a person, but like,
Oh,
Oh
Nate,
wait,
did
but
you decrease your
I
value?
can't remember who I gave it to last.
last
the
was
frightened
me, so
one.
I think you can actually can.
You were
because
only
you
frightened
make
one
turn.
before.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
gone
so
now.
you'd no longer be frightened because you've had
Yeah,
a turn
exactly.
since you were
Yeah,
frightened.
so at the end of your turn, it always goes down by 1, so you can avoid it.
I give guidance to Nate, I guess.
Guidance, Nate?
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I could use one action.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
On its turn,
Did it,
you
did it have-
see.
it didn't have
What's
feet,
that?
right? Oh, I was just curious if it had feet.
Well, it did not have feet when you saw it. I mean, I can describe briefly what it looks like. It looks like a kind of a. It's a very outlandish appearance, but it seems yes resembles some weird sort of cross between like a shark and like a seal. It's a very strange creature. But as it comes up, you can see that actually it now does have almost like squat crocodile-esque legs.
That is adorable.
And that it uses to kind of like, like, I mean, it screams up the stairs, like, and you're almost gonna see it before your eyes, kind of like change into this, like sort of weird form. I got it to drag it up, and then teleport it up. Yeah, so it does like kind of come out and yeah, like kind of makes it up to here. Yeah, it does go all the way up here. So at that point out there, you.
Oh, would that provoke an attack of opportunity, by the way, from...
Oh, from Nate, it
Nate
would
as
actually.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nate, you were waiting for that. And it kind of goes up like swimming to begin with, and then like kind of walking up on these like kind of squat legs.
Attack of opportunity is always a strike, I guess.
Yes,
right?
indeed. Yeah. For now, yeah. Some things are different stuff. Okay, out there you miss, but Nate, you strike it well with the boarding pike. Ooh, for 13 damage, very solid, very solid. Yeah, it looks very mad. But does however get its 2 actions and begins by yeah, trying to take a bite out of you, Nate.
Oh no.
Ooh, but misses. Woo! But then tries again.
No.
Oh, no, wait, no. Shift form, moved, and attack. No, sorry, that's all its actions anyway.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it changed form somewhat. Crixil.
Okay, so I want to be correct about this because I was on the water when the combat started. I couldn't have pulled out my firearm because then I would have gone wet. And
Yeah, you don't have
so
a way.
I only have my
Right.
I only have my blade out right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I will. What will I do? I want to stay here. I think I will. Yeah, I will like pull it out of the case. And
As
then-
you pull it out of the case, it actually reacts to your movement.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no. Always the worst luck.
Yeah,
Yeah, with its jaws.
it's so good.
Oh my god, that 19!
I can't. I don't know how. The most cursed character ever.
Oh my god. Oh, for max damage. Oh my god.
Wait, do I die?
You take 28 damage. No, you need to do 4
okay.
to go down for 28 damage.
28, alright.
So you go down to dying 3 though.
Yeah.
Because you were wounded 1.
Oh my god.
Actually, we definitely forgot you got poisoned though.
I mean, you know,
Oh,
it makes decisions on what I do on my turns much easier. Though,
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's nice.
Like, oh god, I guess I get Crixel.
But luckily your action is disrupted, so you didn't even get to draw it to drop it into the water, which is good, but the gun didn't get wet. So, but yeah, now it is Nick's turn. Yeah, you saw it just react very viciously to Crixel, you know, just like kind of moved over and just took a huge bite out of Crixel when Crixel falls to the ground.
Okay, move here, we got
What the
flanking.
fuck? What the action?
Yeah, I'm
fuck?
thinking about it.
We're level
Then
2,
I-
right? Yeah, I'm just counting how many times I got crit this game.
You good
I'm
luck,
6
Oh,
times.
goddamn
so
many.
Or
good.
more
Yeah.
than 6 for sure.
I think
I think we're probably up near 8.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess I move here.
Ah, yes. To quickly push your way through the water. Luckily, someone used attack of opportunity, so you're safe.
Yeah.
Team play with Crixel.
Thanks for taking one for the
Yeah.
team.
You know, that's what Tengu do, baby. That's what Tengu do.
And I'll use
Oh my
strike.
Ooh, solid hit.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you strike it well.
And then I'll use strike again and use the guidance.
Nice. I like that.
Interesting.
And that's a hit. The flat-footed and the guidance working together.
Oh, did I roll the damage for the first one? Or
Yes, you did. You did.
okay,
You did 10 damage.
yeah.
You did 10 damage. Oof. Unlucky on the damage roll, but you still get another hit in.
Yeah.
I guess would you? There's no downside you making stuff through the shove, right? But I guess
Well,
there's no
right now it would be
upside.
bad
You couldn't- Yeah, I guess
because-
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Push him
you're
into
right.
me.
Yeah, you don't want to shove it automatically. Yeah, that's true.
Please.
Okay, cool. Yeah, your turn. Great. Yeah, you go step aside, hit it twice. Okay.
Nice. Alrighty. I see the opening. Back
See
in the
the
neck.
opening.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now's my time.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is still alive,
Okay.
but it's bleeding very heavily.
And then I'll do a second attack with my sickle this time.
You're sick, bro.
That's it. Oh, with the flat-footed, it exactly hits. Oh, the perfect damage every time you do an attack. It's combat. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, you.
Altair's feeling it this session,
Yeah,
guys.
you know, slash along the seal, and yeah, like you know, the blood and entrails are kind of like floating in the water, and it falls dead. We still need active initiative because Crixel is dying free, but good stuff. You said one
I
action.
think
left?
we have one action left,
Yep.
so I mean, I guess I can't do anything myself
No.
to help him, like
No,
worth
you
shit.
can't
So
aid, like,
I will sheathe my sickle.
sure.
You
Get a free hand. Johnny.
Okay, do you have any hero points left, Chaco?
I do.
Okay.
What are you
Okay,
worried about?
At least he's not
let's
Well,
do
actually, I haven't given you a hero-
Let's
I haven't
attempt
given
to-
you a hero point, right? You should have a hero point for the finishing strike on this beast.
Yeah.
and healing plaster and battle medicine, I guess.
I don't know.
Alright.
Do you do damage though?
Yeah, that's the worry.
If
right?
you
That's
do
the
damage,
worry.
well, that's for the hero point. If you do damage, it does mean Crixel must die soon. But that's like super, like you know, if the gods want it to happen. So
Yeah.
maybe you should accept it, Crixel, if it's in that one. Ah, but it's a success. You know, clearly Crixel is meant
Oh,
to.
yeah,
so
shit,
good.
can't do-
He's just being tested to prove that he can be a follower of Caden Kaled or whatever his name is.
Yeah, you gotta drink more. That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal on up, Crixel.
Ah.
And we can now act out of initiative as you are safe-ish.
Well, technically we have to deal with poison, right? Because he could still go down again.
Yeah, but I mean, that's been like that was meant to happen like that, and then they went down and did shit.
True,
with that.
true,
I kind
true.
of think I just fucked it up and we'll just forget
Alright.
about it. Because like at the point, there's no real risk in the poison, like killing him, it doesn't do enough
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
to do that. So.
That's fair.
But
let's forget about it.
let's forget about the poison. But I mean, yeah, let's forget about that. Let's not worry about that.
My
though.
God,
But
Crixel.
like, would you have gone
Once again.
without damage would have happened earlier, and then would you have gone down? Right, it's too many fucking things. So like,
Yeah.
yes, God damn it, Crixel, continue.
What? How does this keep happening?
Like in this like hip high water or whatever, I'll just like be
Yeah.
on my back just floating.
Just kind of floating there.
Lads,
Maybe
we
like
might
like
need
paddling
to-
very softly.
I swear, you were not this unlucky back when we would, go searching for treasures before.
I had big dreams, you know.
This.
Maybe
if
we
this
need to
goes
think
on,
small.
Bro. If that goes on, bro.
Just
man,
try to
I'm gonna
survive
need an
every day.
assist.
How about that?
Lads, we might need to rethink our approach. Maybe I run in first, or
Yeah.
you-
But
I
that is very
don't
difficult
swim.
if the thing is
Swim down.
underwater. Yeah.
What the fuck was this thing? And I kind of poke at it with the
Anyone
rapier.
who wants to roll, see if they are familiar with this creature can. I just get that
I'm
off.
guessing nature. What other ones?
Ocean.
would be-
Selling glory,
Ocean. Ocean could work. Anything to do with water, I'll let you do
Yeah.
something like that.
selling lore should be good.
Sailing
Yeah,
law's
I-
fine, yeah.
Yeah, also nature. Nature's probably nature's my better
Yeah,
skill.
Okay. Oh, most of you are
Not
familiar.
that cool.
Okay, it seems that most of you at least. Wow, and Johnny with the nat 20, insane. I'll just say it. Okay, all of you.
Clutch,
Wow, all
yeah.
of you are actually familiar with this. Even this, but maybe because this is such an outlandish creature that you all have heard of it. This is called a bunyip. They're very dangerous aquatic predators. It resemble,
Someone
cross
wasn't
between
far
a
up when they said something about a bunny.
Exactly, between a shark and a seal. They're normally found in like freshwater inlets or like saltwater coves, but not too far from it. They are often they hunt where a lot of prey are plentiful, and maybe the reason you know it because a lot of coastal residents have a problem with them and fisher folk. When the good fishing grounds are also the good ground for bunyips to be in. Despite their outlandish appearance, they have a tendency to be very territorial. They have like roars that echo for a very large distance. But they are very rarely sighted, or people who sight them often don't come back, perhaps. So they are quite a. A lot of people do think they are folk tales. Maybe you've all heard stories about be careful, but you haven't seen it before in person. And that part of the reason for the mystery is this like slight shape changing ability, which is yeah. And they normally do avoid human contact unless one wanders too close to their den or their like preferred hunting spot. But yeah, you do know that they Oh no, sorry, no, that's something else actually. I saw they were saying they are delicious, but no, they're saying they like delicious things, and like that's why they're in fishing areas. So they play test pretty bad. Exactly. Say, but yeah, a very strange creature, but not one you are all at least have heard of. It's the dockside music.
And other than the fact that it kills me, or nearly, my biggest issue is that it is called a bunyip, when it is a mix between a seal and a shark. Surely there's a better name for it.
Like what?
A shark.
A
Silk.
A shield.
Shield. Yes, a shield.
A shield.
A Charl. S-H-E-A-R-L. Cheryl.
Oh.
A Cheryl. Yep, let's go.
His name is Cheryl.
Okay. Good stuff. Oh, man.
Well,
Maybe.
is it now safe to go back down there, or are the eels still going to be a problem?
The eels
Because
are
if so,
still
Crixel,
there.
I forbid you from going down. I know that I don't have that kind of authority, but you just no,
But-
no more.
Okay. But there is a big chest with gold and trinkets.
Ooh.
how do you know there's gold inside?
I opened it.
Oh,
Was
Yeah,
that
which-
before or
that
after
makes
the
sense
bunyip
then.
kicked your ass?
You open it
around
and then the bunny
same
showed up very
time.
quickly.
Okay.
Almost like it was his.
Swimming's a bitch, right? That's all I
It's pretty
remember.
bad. Like 5 feet around. Almost
Yeah.
If you don't have a
5 feet on it.
speed because it's athletics the whole
That's
time, and my
fine.
athletics is nothing.
Yeah, like I mean, out of like combat, I'm gonna say like you could like I mean you're an athletic character, you can dive down and like probably get down there. It's more just like if you how long can you hold your breath? It's like rounds plus con, right? But you probably have like so just for 5 rounds, so you can hold your breath. Man, it's crazy, only like 30 seconds. Yeah, it's I mean, you could definitely at least swim down there and like look around the bottom. You know, you don't think you could like take everything out of it in time, or it'd probably be too heavy for you to like drag over.
Could it be dragged? Yeah, sorry. Could it be
Yeah,
dragged?
with you being down there, like because stuff obviously also is way less underwater. You could probably it would take a lot of effort, but you probably could drag it over to like at least the bottom of the stairs. Where,
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just drag it to the bottom. I just go down and just drag it to the bottom of the stairs, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I just hand up the gold, like
Yeah, I mean, so when you
or like people can help us pull it, hold
Yeah,
me up
yeah.
or something.
yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
what I-
that-
go help.
I grab the like the rope basically so that Nate and I can grab it, and then I just ask you to swim down and tie it to the chest.
yeah, and then you just like
Then
Yeah.
we can all pull
Sure.
together.
That sounds good.
Do
I'm
that.
gonna-
Let's just
okay,
hope
I'm
another
gonna
one
put
doesn't
it.
show up.
I'm gonna put it up here as you spend a couple minutes on this, but you manage to pull over the chest and like kind of put it aboard, and you can have a look.
Oh my
inside.
god, there's unusual objects.
There
Oh
are
my
some
God!
unusual objects. There is an
What?
unusual looking trident. There is a few interesting things here. There's also
Oh.
one thing looks kind of like a wand-like, like almost like a bit of like driftwood that's been carved into like kind of the shape you can hold and do something with. You see, there is some sort of strange-looking trident. It also has like a decorative pattern of like fish scales along the haft. And yeah, you also see the other one, which isn't described, is like almost like a pair of emblems. Like it was like what's it called? Like three kind of like emblems, kind of like I don't know, yeah, like with some sort of like kind of fancy heraldry that you're not familiar with.
Nice. Oh, wait, before we start taking gold, is there an option for you to split it between us?
I can click distribute coins. Yes.
So,
Ah.
what you could if you drag it to your character sheet, it says how many do you want to take. I just took 3 platinum because that was
Oh, you
1
really
quarter
did.
of the loot.
Oh my god! But now I can't do it. Put the 3 platinum back so I can then click distribute coins.
Okay, how do I
How
do
do
that?
So delete it from your thing.
thing.
Don't take anything yet. Just delete the platinum from your thing, and I'll just click distribute coins.
Okay, -3 or no,
And I can even
3
click allow
free
coin type
coins.
conversion. I think so. It'll like do the math perfectly.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
Hey,
Three
you
platinum,
did it.
9 gold,
Woot,
5
woot,
silver.
woot.
Nice.
Technically,
Oh,
oh
sorry.
wait, but now your inventory should have loads of copper, but they don't. Okay, so like narratively, I'm sure you change it next time you import Terra anyway to get all this copper out.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can undo
Just
this,
back
but
then, sure.
some of this is you have a lot more copper than actual gold and silver. But yeah, there is quite. I mean, it's a lot of like coinage, like like few hundred like coins like all piled in the bottom here.
Nice.
By the way, how do I take stuff from it?
You can like if you open your inventory, you can like drag it over to yours. Just like open the.
Yeah, but how do I see stuff in the chest?
Click on the chest.
Double click on the chest when you're standing next to it.
Oh, double click. Oh,
Yeah, the classic.
I was doing all sorts of
All
right
sorts of
click, left
pages.
click combinations.
Right click, left click. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So So I
What
mean,
were
it's
the-
really a
what
whole.
type of
Like
weapon does it
it's
look like?
certainly. What's that?
The weapon.
It's a.
Oh, it's a trident.
Yeah.
Unusual trident. I should just read.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, this is certainly more coins than you've probably seen in your life. Like even platinum pieces
Right.
are probably
Definitely.
almost unheard of as like being used for trade in like old salt reef. So it's quite the trove.
The ships were never this big that I visited. Neither were the chests.
Very rich, very rich.
Can we try to identify some of this equipment?
Give it a go.
Hmm.
Eventually,
Looks strange, but we can try.
I think.
What
You-
things can be used to try to identify
Yes.
objects?
I can click
Magical
some buttons.
traditions.
Do you take them? Do you kind of take it up to the main deck, or do you keep it down here? I'm just curious. I mean, it doesn't actually matter at all. I'm just like wondering from like a
I mean, I think we would probably take it up to the main decks pretty
yeah,
soon.
sure. At least
We
a
don't
few
wanna be-
items. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, is there anyone in particular you're most interested in? So you have to like kind of click them one at a time to see what you could use. So there's like these kind of three like kind of emblems, almost like all with the same sort of symbol. That like almost like a pin's almost like a badge kind of thing. Then there's the trident, and then there's the like wand made out of driftwood or something.
How much send
Let's do the badges.
Interested in wand? Okay, well you can maybe you can do okay. So for the wand, let me click that at least. Let's see. So you can do any of those skill checks to do it. You need to be trained in the corresponding skill to
Yep.
attempt to do it. You also interested in the badges? You said out there. Okay, I'll see what they are. I think influence are going to be the same, but the DC will be different for like my
Yep.
Is it a
side.
trident then?
Probably also exactly the same. Yes, it is nice, but at least those are DCs for me if they're different. You know.
I look at them and say, I don't have the skills necessary.
What? You are a rogue. What do you mean?
I'm not high enough level yet to be trained in fucking everything.
Trained in literally everything except the interbase ones. Almost.
Soon.
Yeah.
Nah, not quite.
I have some. It's just I didn't do any of the like
Fancy ones.
nature
Okay.
arcana occultism.
Quicksilver, what's this for? Sorry, the trident.
Tridents.
Okay, yeah, you have no clue. Like some sort of trident, but like, is there anything special about it? You're not.
I
You're
think
not
it's a
familiar.
giant's fork.
Oh, but you shouldn't be fighting, so you can take away that from yourself.
That's true.
Okay, I rolled for one of them. I don't know which one.
Do you know which one
You
you
were doing
clicked
one, I
on?
think.
I clicked on the
First one?
first one.
Okay, then yeah, you're unfamiliar. You can tell it's some sort of wand, some sort of magic inside it, but not familiar with the spell itself.
Okay, click on the second one.
Oh yeah, you guys suck in general, yeah. Yeah, you are also unfamiliar with this. These badges. There's some badges, you know.
While he's doing that, I'll do the wand.
You'll do the wand.
I'm doing all three.
Okay, Johnny, you also are like some sort of wand. Oh no, some sort of trident. Sorry.
Trained in religion?
Quicksil, you do the first success. What? Sorry, what did you say out there?
I was just asking which skill Crixel's trained in.
Crafting
doing
actually. He has a specialist. He can use crafting.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Crixil, sorry, what was this one for?
The wand.
The wand. Okay, yeah, but you only done two, right? So you started with the trident and you did the wand. You are like, this is ironic, as you're fairly sure this is a wand of create water.
Is this how the ocean was made? No. No, that's stupid.
Oh, Crixil. Yeah.
It is.
So
I'm
someone
gonna
accidentally
I'm gonna
left
let
his
that
wand
comment
turned on.
slide because you just took a major head wound again.
Exactly. I mean, I think we're understanding a lot about Crixil based on how many head wounds he must have had in his life.
Yeah, so it makes water.
But fresh water, so it's actually quite a useful thing for trips, in case you actually, in case something happens to a shipwreck, for instance. It creates up to 2
Useful
gallons of
to
water
lands.
a day.
If we're trapped in a shallow hole, can slowly but surely fill the water up.
That's true. No, actually, I think it says evaporates and not drunk within a day. You
Oh,
can't-
really?
so yeah. They sort of everything. Yeah, you
I
can't
mean,
have it. But you can't stockpile it, right? In a really annoying way.
Right,
Otherwise,
okay.
yeah.
I'll hold it
So
to you,
really
Johnny,
it's
and be
just like
like, I'll be like, maybe you can make your own waves?
Yes, that's possible.
No.
Mostly for drinking, I guess, but your
No,
thing.
this is
anyways.
actually quite nice. But again, when we're at sea or even traveling, the ability to always have fresh water, it's incredibly important.
I guess.
You do not want to be drinking seawater.
I guess.
Huh.
I guess there's one more you could try Quicksilver if you want.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, but loot the wand, Johnny.
Oh yeah, you can take the one. Nate, you also can try to identify stuff, by the way, from your knowledge of nature, if you want to try.
Yeah, I'll try.
How often can we try it? Sorry.
Every day, right?
I'm going to try to deceive the magic object into telling me what it is.
Close. This is for the badges, right? I need to check the
Right.
skill check. Okay, wait. So Nate succeeds obviously. Quickly, you fail on your last one. Nate, which of the trident or the badges?
The
you tried? The trident, of course, most interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you've even heard or seen one of these before, which is why you identify this as a fighter's fork.
Oh.
This is a +1 trident, so it has a +1 rune on it, but it also has the effect where you can twist the haft of it to extend it. So a trident normally is like a one-handed one, which you can throw, and it does I think D8 damage. But with this one, you can extend it so that instead it needs to be wielded in 2 hands. But if you do so, it gains the reach trait. So it can kind of swap between a one-handed thrown or a reach weapon sort of thing. And yeah, it's quite common around warriors of like aquatic ancestries, which is perhaps why maybe you've seen one before in your past.
That seems like right up your alley, right? Nate? You want to take that?
Maybe.
That's your second +1 weapon, right? So you
Yeah.
had the sword earlier.
Yeah, honestly, someone else easily can take it, or the sword. Because
I think the problem
You
is
will
no one
know,
else is trained in
you
it.
know, Nate, for later things, you can actually transfer wounds across weapons, you know, for later on. Just what you don't notice, I guess, about the thing.
Well, and it's hopefully, yeah, Port Peril. I think we have a good chance of that.
Yeah.
Here on the open sea.
Yeah. Less harder, less Quicksilver's got some tricks up his sleeves, you know.
Quicksilver, they call me.
But yeah, somebody can take it at least, and I guess Johnny take the wand out of it as well.
I think no one else can really use the trident, so if you want to take that,
Yeah, I'll take that.
Nate, then either me or Atar can take the sword.
I don't have any more capacity to carry things, and I can't use it anyway. So,
But it would be instead of your other, like, or instead of your sickle, perhaps, or something like that, right? Sword.
but again, I can't wield I'm not
also
trained
need finesse
in
weapons.
long
Yeah,
swords.
it's those aren't trained swords.
Oh,
Only you,
okay.
Quicksilver. You can.
All right. Yeah. So is that okay, Nate? That I get the +1 sword?
yeah, sure.
Okay, do you want me to drag it? I'll drag it from Nate's inventory onto you. I'll do it to save time. Nate, you can also try to identify this last thing if you want.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll just post it again. You can click nature again. Nate's clearly the expert. He's seen it all in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you succeed again. So you're
so
like
wise.
He's so wise. It's like it's all
Wise
flooding
thought,
back all
but-
these memories of your time, and like you had a crew. They all had this kind of stuff. You've seen all this. It's like these are called blazons of shared power.
Oh.
These normally come in a variety of designs. What happens is you can wear one of the three on your chest, and you attach the other two to like a pair of one-handed weapons, like either primary or secondary. They can be melee or ranged, doesn't matter.
Wow.
But basically, as long as you're wielding both of them, the secondary weapon gains the benefits of the fundamental runes on the first one.
Ooh, that's
pretty
dope.
nice.
So
They're
if you were
okay.
to carry, you put it onto your pike and you carry the trident, you'd get the fundamental +1. That's not fundamental.
Yes, but they would both
we have
be
one-handed,
one-handed.
right? Yeah.
What's that? Technically, the pike isn't one-handed, so it wouldn't work with the
yeah.
pike, right?
The pike is not one-handed; it's two.
The pike. Yeah, that's what I mean. So so it needs to be on a pair of one-handed things. So it's like so basically means if you're wielding two weapons, they both get the benefit of one of them. Basically.
Right.
So it's very.
God damn it.
If you had a +1 on your rapier, it would be the same as +1 sickle. If Quicksilver had a +1 on his sword, it would be a +1 on his gun.
Guess who just got a +1 sword, baby?
That's true. So this is the best for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've never, I haven't seen a combat round in a while where I could act.
Where you weren't immediately unconscious.
You gotta get to your turn first. But yeah, Nate, that they're very popular amongst basically people who dual wield, and you've probably seen that before.
Yeah, it's a pirate thing,
Exactly. They're kind of I think they're similar to there's also something else that does something similar to doubling wings or something. I think this is one way to do it as well.
Yeah, I think that one does just all the runes or something. I don't know.
Sorry, what?
Never mind. I don't know.
No, they're the same, but I just checked into it. I'm curious. Double wings only work on a melee weapon, so actually, blazon this is slightly better, but they work also in range one-hand weapons.
Cool.
And cool. So yeah, I guess
So
somebody
it's cool
take
if
that
I
out.
take that, or
Yeah, they definitely. I think you're the best one suited for it because no one else is going to use a +1 weapon besides you.
And I'm really curious how the sheet will handle it. If when you attune to that, it will somehow There's no fucking way, right?
There's no
See.
chance it would do that.
So I'm investing in it. Okay, so I'm now invested in it.
It doesn't give you like an option, right, of like designating two things with like the. No, okay, that'd be insane. But I guess you kind of do it once and it stays like it anyway with the emblem. So I guess.
Does
Uh,
the trident's effect then count the weapon as a two-handed weapon?
Yeah, you can actually. So when you make it longer, it counts as two-handed. But when it's short, it's still one-handed.
Yeah, okay, so I can use it with like British shot and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's interesting. When it's in its long form, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Not when it's in short, but yeah, when it's long, yeah, it can for sure. It will count as two-handed at that time. Cool. Yeah. So you find a selection of goodies.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it seems like there is no more risk on the ship. So whatever you want to do, you
I
can.
think we still want to explore the top bar, right?
Yeah, sure. I can just.
See if
I
there's
mean,
anything on this.
actually, insane, right? I actually have a different map. But...
Oh, what the fuck? What is happening?
Where did you go?
Oh, wait,
What
I
is
didn't-
happening?
I didn't move you. Don't worry about it.
I thought you were just like balancing on the, this
Oh
thing,
yeah.
but
No, I was literally just like flying through the air. It's like my mind's telling me no.
a planet needs me.
Oh man.
And I think I can see like
This
into
is
room.
this
that I
is
should be
this is
able
the
to see.
top. Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter.
That's
This
fine.
is the top deck, but from a point of view where you can like, there's rooms that you can actually go into, but there are still
Ah, I
rooms up there.
see.
Ah.
Lovely.
I imagine we can't repair the ship into one.
This ship's pretty fucking gone.
No,
Maybe
it's
easier to build a new
goner.
ship.
Wait. I'm learning. Johnny, please. Could you give me some mud? Before we explore further.
Of course.
And I die again.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that the song
Absolutely,
Tub
bro.
Thumping was all about you.
He took a whiskey drink, he took a lager drink.
Wow, that's a good success. 48. Wow, nice work, John.
Wow, okay, so that put me to max, I'm sure.
Get healed, bro. Get healed. I need to heal myself as well. Eesh, okay, guess not.
Yeah, guess
That's
not. Guess not.
Oh,
You spend a few minutes on the surface. I'm sure you did this jointly of identifying, I'm sure. Maybe,
Right,
I don't know,
right.
Johnny was identifying the whole time, right? So,
Never mind. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think at the end Nate
three.
was. But...
Oh yeah, that's true. Nate kind of.
I mean, I did 3, but then
Yeah, but maybe, but you can't do the same.
then I failed. I failed
The,
it.
the +1 on fork is just for to hit, not for the
Yes,
damage.
indeed. Yeah.
Oh, sad.
Sad.
Savage.
One day you'll get to the next.
Before
one,
we
don't
try
worry.
to start going to these rooms, Johnny, can you patch me up a little bit? I'm not in bad shape, but could always be
Got
better.
this circle, Johnny.
Johnny, healing.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of mud. We need to land so I can replenish my stores.
The nice thing about the mud is it can be found in most places on Earth.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you got the good mud. The good.
I like how
mud.
I needed 5 HP and you.
Yeah, 15.
Well, he killed him himself and he's injured.
Hey, it's so sad. He helps others but cannot help himself. It's such a sad story.
That's
So selfless.
You need some of that to like cascade through me to you.
God.
Well, surely there won't be any crabs here.
There's fucking
Mm,
something
you say
will be
that.
here. Oh, not crabs, but something will be. And I ready
Pull out
my.
business end of my
weapons.
pistol, yeah.
Business end. Not the fun end, the pleasure end.
Running out.
Business and pleasure.
It's not no time for
Business end
pleasure
of a
now.
bayonet. Let's go.
Show my javelins.
So you can click the door if you want to open it, Nate.
Oh,
Yeah, you see
I'm
some
gonna be
sort of
avoiding
like,
notice now, by the way.
dining room or like, something like that, one nice chair. It's, quite old. This looks like it probably has like, even more so than just people, you would assume leaving in a hurry or whatever happened, like, back then. This looks like it perhaps has been like kind of looked through more, like recently, like, I mean, not recently, but at least after the incident, like, chairs like were pushed aside, like that could have happened, but like, the cupboards in the corner like pulled open and stuff like that. It looks quite abandoned, but quite well through. Definitely the candelabra isn't standing like it is in the picture.
okay.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be much of interest.
I'll look under the table just in case someone might have stashed something there.
Somebody
What about
looks
in this
back.
room?
No, nobody looks back. Yeah, this is
Goddamn.
just some sort of a bedroom. Again, the same, like bed sheets have kind of been like pulled off and like rummaged around.
Birds have been here to pick at it.
Yeah, someone was here before us.
This looks like you're probably at one point some sort of like probably the captain's room or something like that. You see like a lot of papers and like a kind of big like kind of desk table sitting there. There are still a lot of like kind of papers that have like kind of been like exposed to, not directly to elements, but still like in a ship for a long time. And it's but there's at least probably you can like pick at papers at least or like see if there was stuff on it. But again, definitely be.
And I searched through like the desk. Obviously, in my head, pirates are known for like secret compartments and hiding shit.
Give me a perception check. Secret. You don't find any secret compartments. You I mean, there's drawers again with like kind of papers and like kind of ledgers in it, like stuff like that. But no.
Do I find
no
anything
secret
on
compartments.
those that says the name of what the ship is?
Yeah, you kind of have like a look around, and then like you kind of look there. It does say the name of the ship and kind of that it was not exactly what it's doing, but that it seems like you kind of get like dates of like docking at different ports and stuff like that. The name of the ship is
Well, that's an interesting name for a ship.
Go with the old classic from every campaign I ever
Black
did, which
Pearl.
was the bloody stool. Okay.
bloody no.
At least.
It
I
is
thought that was a bar.
it is called
It's true. It is because it's literally just a red stool.
It's called the Ocean's Fury.
Okay. It kind of
Ironic.
takes some of those things. Any mention of like who the captain was?
There is a name. You can if you want it later. I'll find it out later.
I'm thinking like we're about to head into one of the biggest.
Yeah, I will say you see you do find like kind of dates of when it last like docked ships, and the dates kind of basically about 6. I mean, not about. You can see that the last time it potted. Like ported? No, what do you mean?
Made
Docked.
port.
Docked. Oh yeah, made port.
Made
Made port, which did seem to be like the last time we were probably leaving Port Peril was 6 years ago. So it has been quite a long time. But
I mean, again, it looks like it has gone through. So someone has been here in the last.
for
6
sure,
years.
other people would be like, yeah, but like here especially, you can tell like papers have been like rifled through that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I just didn't know if like it was so old or so recent that like no one in Port Peril
No,
would
for
know.
sure, yeah.
More than likely
Undiscovered
they
or
would,
like
so-
recent. No, this looks like it probably is like been there, but maybe just no one had explored the
Sure.
underwater features very well.
Yep. Alrighty.
Okay, so you're gonna open this door and be like, what the fuck? But okay, it's not there. Okay. There isn't the skeleton. Okay,
What?
relax. There is no skeleton. This is just some sort of this is some sort of like pantry, like kind of kitchen room with a lot of like spoiled goods at this point. Those are not healing potions, no matter what you hope.
Unless they think they're tomatoes.
Yeah, and just what's the name of the kitchen on a ship? There's a special word for it, right? You're muted, Josh. What's it called? The kitchen on a ship. There's a word for it.
The kitchen.
Galley.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it
I
is
kept
the
thinking the
galley.
goalie. I'm like, that can't be it.
Oh, it's the
Galley.
galley. Yeah, so this is the galley of the ship, but yeah, there's a lot of spoiled goods. There is a few things which probably still look okay, like just like dry jerky and like a big container of salt, which is actually quite valuable. So maybe you take some salt with.
Take that.
But yeah, look, never do it also. But no, it seems like this top floor would probably been like people exploring it before.
I'm gonna solve, guys.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay. So
We just should put this also.
not much of interest on this level. Could have seen that coming, I guess. Do we? We found the big chest, but there might be more stuff in the lower level.
You really want to
Actually,
go down there
never
again?
mind. No, my scavenging background tells me that, in fact, we did scout the most important pieces of treasure.
You have a nose for it, you know.
I have a beak for it. Yeah.
True.
Sure,
So I think we just
whatever.
head back to the ship probably.
Yeah. And continue on, I suppose. Yeah, you think that this, you know, you spend at least like an hour of all the healing, and you know, and probably more like an hour and a half to 2, and you think that it's probably unlikely that actually you'll make it to Pell today. So you think it's more likely you'll get there
In the
the
morning.
day after. But of course, worth it for such an adventure, I'm
Of
sure.
course.
At some point, Johnny, you're going to put yourself to max HP over the course of the remainder of the day, which is luckily uneventful. And we can quickly skip to the morning of the next day, where at about, you know, like lunchtime-ish, you see basically in the distance, you know, a quick out there, so I see it first, a large buildup of civilization, like against like just like jutting out of coastline, and I will give you a big map that you can look at. Obviously, you don't have this layer of detail, but this will give you a general sense of what the place looks like. Nate, you indeed, it feels slightly familiar to see it again. Let me turn off
Does it
token
look-
vision and then move you there.
Does it feel familiar at all to Altair?
No.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Um,
This place again, indeed, this place again. You were sailing obviously from like the east, so you know you're coming from the direction. So you see like the what's it called, the big sort of caverns of like the mount, like the bluffs. That's what they call it, right? Like the kind of cliffs that kind of overlook this region. Is like this kind of darker area, like these kind of, you know, they look like this, but just like there's stuff inside, which is why it's a different color. But like, you know, these kind of cliffs that are overlooking it, all kind of around the side. You kind of see that in the distance, and you know, Nate points out that like, oh, that's it. So I recognize those cliffs. And yeah,
Native
you
picture.
thank you. And yeah, you go on into the dock of it if you wish.
How does docking work? Do we need to pay? Shut up.
Look to Nate.
mate,
So Nate,
recall knowledge.
no, there's the stuff you know. So you know, you know, there's multiple districts, for instance, and you're aware that
That looks so good. Gotta say.
So
This
what?
is Such a nice map.
I
Yeah.
upscaled this with AI because it was like kind of bad quality. And AI
Nice.
does everything you need nowadays. Fucking crazy shit.
Except all the stuff that we really
Afford
want.
You know that there's
Wait,
two. The
Which
kind of
direction did we come from? Sorry.
the east.
East.
So you would have seen
Okay.
it. You know that this island over here is called was called Crescent Harbor, so you're supposed to call Crescent Island. You know that this is the thing most people would maybe associate with Port Pell. This is like when people think of like the streets, the bloody alleys, the smoky taverns, the rowdy inhabitants, they're probably thinking of Crescent Harbor. It's like the most filled with like rowdy sailors and swindlers, you know, ready to separate people from their coin and alcohol. It's you know, it's quite a. And you do know to have all ships must first dock at Crescent Harbor, unless it's changed since you've been there. Originally, you would go there and you would be kind of forced to go there and like find mooring and like everything right there. And then afterwards, once like your ship had been inspected by the harbor master and then like your goods, if you're planning to sell, that then you would go on to the mainland itself, which is indeed the area where more of like the merchants and like the what's its name actually? It's called Eastwind. Like it's called Low Eastwind is kind of the area not on the cliffside, and High Eastwind is the area on the cliffside. Yeah, so you would assume that is where you would dock. At least that's where you would dock in the olden days.
So how it works here is we need to go to that place here, the Crescent Harbor, and try to find a place for our ship, and then we'll talk it out with the guys there and see what we can do. Or
Do you know where is Crescent Harbor, where the Pathfinder Society place will be?
do I know that? boss.
I mean, I'm sure, like, when Vesh was there, he said it wasn't that long ago, and, he said they were on
Yeah.
more into Port Peril, so they would have probably, unless Pathfinder has something special, like, agreement you don't know about, if they were a normal ship, they would have to dock at Crescent Harbor first. So,
Yeah.
likely, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's a
Look,
lot of the
we
action
should-
is on Crescent Harbor.
Look out for
Sure.
the risen albatross. It is called.
Yes. A giant bird.
Most, like, pirates and sailors, people just visiting Port Peril, spend most of the time in Crescent Harbor.
Crescent Harbor.
Like
Yeah.
East Wind is more like the fancier merchants, like an inhabitants. Maybe anyone who's making a good deal of money in the trade sector. Is any other areas that maybe you would know well off? You know that this area is like the worst kind of like this one is called Beggar Briar, and it's like where most of like the slummiest area of the town is. You would know.
What was it called?
Beggar Briar.
Backer Briar?
Yes.
Sorry, what's it?
Often they are kind of employed doing sort of very menial work, like creation of ropes and sails, and kind of just like hard labor, but like not very skilled. Beggar Briar is spelled like I can spell it off here.
Like a fire, but with a beer, I imagine.
Backer Briar.
Yeah.
Okay.
The briar is like I don't know if you know it. But briar is like kind of a name for like a lot of like thorny plants like growing together, like a briar of like thorn bushes. Like kind of something like that. It's sort of an overgrown amount of like plants.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like the only other thing you would be like for sure, I'm gonna say about Nate is that that this place is called Lucrahole. I can spell this. And this is the inhabitants of, or the inhabitant is the Hurricane King, or at this point maybe you would have known it. It's been several years. The Hurricane Queen at the current case, actually, the currently Queen who is ruling.
How are they not cutting that down to Hurricane and Hurricane?
Crazy, right? Crazy. They need you around to tell
It's
them what
right
to do.
there.
That's true. Man, why is Crescent Harbor got to be 2 fucking boxes, though? Like,
Yeah, I fucked up, man.
Did we do that
Don't
shit?
blame
Come
me.
on.
I don't know how.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Third one now.
Oh no.
Please stop! Please stop! I do it! I do it!
I don't know how to
Oh
edit
my
it.
God. I do it! Relax.
Let him be, Jacko.
Ian,
You
I
know
think
what
this
you
is just
do
payback
it.
for all those times that you were like, "Oh, I can draw that."
I never did
For
that.
every
I
map,
don't know. I never did
Chris.
that. I never did that. But yeah, so I guess you go in the
That
way of.
HP lowercase annoys me, I gotta say.
Hey, shut up! It's fine. I guess
Also,
you
they
go,
owe you. This is an American
Oh
stream.
my fucking god, you motherfuckers! That's so,
It's an American stream. Is that who the most of the viewers are? Apparently.
Wait, what?
Sure.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Jacko, what's with this new text?
That wasn't me.
It's gone already.
I'm fast. Okay. I wanna. Man, do I? Okay, yeah, we have time. Yes, you make your way to Crescent Harbor. Yeah, it is very bustling. This is by far, the biggest amount of civilization and boats. Nate, it's been a while since you've been in control of a boat. You're a bit like worried, at some point you're gonna accidentally, hit someone else as you're coming into dock. But you're not that bad at sailing, and you manage to do it without too many problems. Okay, fine, that was allowed. And yeah, as you kind of pull up, there's a lot of kind of action as you kind of do it, like kind of activity at the dock. And it's kind of like a harbor master's sort of office, like kind of built into nearby. And, as you're kind of pulling in, there's like, some workers on the dock kind of run up and like, throw you ropes to kind of, take it in. And, as part of that conversation, you do indeed find out that you are indeed expected to pay to dock at there. And they, yeah, when you say how much, the worker's like, 1 gold a day.
Oh,
Which,
that's
like,
not-
I'm guessing for
That is
our little
way-
shit village is like a ton of money.
It's quite a lot of money in general.
1 gold?
Can I sense
Well-
motive?
Yeah.
I want to. I'm wondering if he's like totally bullshit.
Yeah, we'll sense motive.
And that's just perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, they said it very, yeah, it's 1 gold.
Matter of fact.
But you also are like, I mean, Nate especially, like, with, you've been in here before. I mean, like, they, like, fucking they'll say whatever they want. Like, it's really hard to tell, like, based on, what you actually say. I mean, for you, especially for you guys, it seems really expensive. Whether or not it is really expensive because you're unaware of this area. But, it's a lot of gold, right? Like, 1 gold is a lot. But, maybe that is how much it costs to be a pauper, because it is a big place.
Sure.
King's ransom.
The boy shrugs. A lot of people want to be here.
Is there another place to be here? I mean, around here.
He shakes his head. There's a few hundred miles the other way.
No, it's
Back
fine.
where
We'll
you
pay.
fucking came from, right?
And then I gesture for Crixel to pay.
But my treasure.
I guess
And it's 5 days minimum up front, of course.
we'll take it then.
I'll point
That'll
towards
be-
like the painted title of the ship. This is the Lost Tides, the ship of Shelby Parch.
Tell me
You
you're
sure
lost.
you want- Sorry, what? What did you say?
You said, are you telling me you're lost? Is that? I mean, you look like you're fucking lost for sure.
No, I'm telling you that
Find your man,
you don't
boy.
want to make enemies with Shelby. Surely you know
It's-
of her.
Right? Or
And that is
she's
kind of
such
like,
a
hey, it's
such
fine.
a fancy name. She must have 5 gold to spell, I'm sure.
I don't like you.
He shrugs. It's like, not my job to be liked.
Yeah.
What is your job?
Fuck
Taking
it.
money?
I'll
Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah, and I'll pay 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, he pockets it. Great.
not-
Pleasure doing business.
He's
and he,
grumbling
like,
beneath my breath like you don't earn the money. Fine.
Do we have like, do they validate here, like, to show that we paid for 5 days?
He doesn't start to give you a receipt if you want to like ask for something.
Yeah, no, I do.
Okay, you're like, he kind of grumbles like, oh my god, no trust in this world anymore. And he gets out a bit of paper and like writes down like 5 gold, and then he like writes on like the mooring you're at and that kind of stuff. And then he
Yeah.
kind of has a special pad, so there's like 2 copies, right? And he gives you
Yep.
one and like takes the other. And he says
Thank
like,
you.
gotta go to the harbour master's office now and state ship's name. You can tell it him and not just me.
Of course. Of course. Thank you.
Was he
Yeah.
write a big 5 with chalk on the body of the ship?
Exactly. No, he's like 4 days already. It's only today counts as the first day, so 4 more days. So he waits at 4. no, he doesn't do that. That's too far. That's too far. But no,
He does that while he suddenly finds a rapier in his ribs.
He kind of points you in the direction of like the harbour master's office.
Not used to
Okay.
a harbor big enough. It needs a master.
Alright, I've removed the 5 gold from my sheet, sadly.
I mean, we can split it out. Like
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
it's mostly me.
I just didn't want us to like get in trouble hour 1 of being in Port Barrel.
Yeah, minute one. Yeah. You kind of go up to the office. It's fairly well built. Probably one of the nicer buildings in the area.
Mhm.
As you walk in, you see behind the desk is like a quite surly looking dwarf actually, who's kind of like stamping some papers and like reading some stuff.
I'll also walking up, buff up my feathers, buff up my chest. I'll say, we're not looking for trouble.
You say that.
Crixel,
Okay, you
what
say
the-
that dwarf.
I kind of like,
looks
as I
up.
walk past, I'm like, Crixel, what the fuck? I'm like, yes,
Looks up, like,
sorry.
stares you down, and is like, must be the only one in this fucking place. And he kind of like, he already seems to have got the scrap of like paper with the ship, and he's like, ship name?
and I hand this, it's, fuck, I can't remember the name suddenly. I had the other
He
one.
kind of looks at you like, your ship, is it?
I'm not the captain, and I look back to Nate.
Alright, whose ship is it then?
It is
It's
Shelby Arch's ship.
Alright, Captain
Of
Shelby
the
Parch, he writes it down.
Lost Tides.
Sure.
Lost Tides, and port of, what's the name of the word for like where you set off? Port of, there's a special word for it again, name. Like, like arrival port, or like, originating port. This is like kind of like, Nate, for you, this is more like of a big deal. Like when you're a big ship and you're, like you're moving from like port to port on like kind of big, like, big merchant ships, they would have originating ports, that they would use to like track shipments and everything.
Old Salt Reef.
He kind of like looks up at this point, Like he's like, that's not in the drop-down menu. And he's like,
No, it's a
Custom made.
small little nothing town.
All right.
We're not exactly a large ship, by the way.
All right. Then next question: purpose in Port Barrel.
Just visiting.
All right.
Yeah,
No,
You know,
so,
there's trouble
actually,
where I need
no,
to
we-
know-
Of course, no. It's we are looking for a few people, and specific, and I give the name of it's Brian, right? From the
looking
Pathfinders
for a
Guild.
client. All right.
I say Brian. He's a member of the Pathfinders Guild. He should
You're
be in
fucking
the.
Pathfinders, are you? All right. You kind of
No,
looks,
we
he
are
marks
not.
down something on the.
Are your
Well,
pathfinders not
also-
respected?
He kind of looks at you for a second. He's like, "Who's asking? By me? You respect him?
We've only met the
I've
one.
only
So
met-
I
They're
don't
fucking
know.
respected by you, aren't they? Then
I understand. We've only met one.
he shrugs. All I know is if they have a stupid deal, they don't have to pay the same fees everyone fucking else. He's like, oh, alright, you're being Pathfinder's good enough. Alright, goods, what goods you got on the ship? Any rare imports? Any taxable properties?
No.
Alright,
We-
well, obviously
we are
we'll have
not,
people out, well,
really-
obviously I'll have people out to have a look at it, but of course, no. Kind of makes sound no.
I say we're not the trading vessel.
Yeah.
Pleasure craft, alright.
Sure.
We're an official business from.
I think we are neither trading nor pleasure
Yeah.
craft. We are just craft.
Alright, so you're just there for the hell of it.
A
Alright.
lot of craft.
More or less.
He kind of looks like he's kind of done with you. Well, enjoy your stay in Port Bell. And he kind of like stamps some papers and he gives you a copy of it. Basically, it's like some sort of like visa passport thing.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Alright.
Like quickly try to like get everyone out of the.
Yeah, you're like, get
And
out of
like,
there, get out.
As everyone else gets out, I like try to put the door behind me, and then I turn around and I ask after the Albatross ship and see. Do you know if that is in port right now?
Yeah, give me diplomacy as you try to, fetch a little bit of information from this surly individual.
Get to the right tab. I did it blank because I can't remember the rules.
And he looks up and he's like, it's pretty private matters what ship is where, you can't just go and ask. He kind of coughs and looks down at like this like jar of money next to him.
Well, I actually did pull out the Pathfinder's coin and say, I mean, we were sent to find them.
It would
trying
really help if you knew where they were then, wouldn't it?
to put a gold down on the table.
Oh, Pathfinders, well, I suppose it's pretty common. He says they're at mooring and then gives you like a number. And then, it's like it's pretty well maintained, you better find it easy enough. But of course, like I said, enjoy your stay. And he, puts the gold in the jar. Gets back to his work.
Then I head back out.
As you exit,
And
I'd be like, this is a strange place.
It's not going to be similar to where we've come from.
Nobody
Should both
seems
be
to
on
know.
guard, but also not hostile.
So, don't threaten people.
No, and I would generally say that is in bad taste.
Okay, for now, I will not. But nobody seems to know Shelly. That's weird, isn't it? I thought she was...
Not necessarily.
Everybody in village says she was once upon a time, big pirate.
Alright. Watch your
It
tongue.
wouldn't surprise me. Free captain. Fancy name for a pirate. I said,
Yes.
yeah. And again, and maybe she went by a different name back then, right? Like, I'm sure, Gerald or whoever maybe went by Blackbeard or something. You make up the name, right? And that's what sticks. The
doesn't
nickname that you
seem
call
like
yourself, not
something
your...
Gerald would do.
I was making a joke. I'm just saying, maybe they don't know her by Shelby.
Makes sense, I guess.
And again, that could
Okay.
be both for good or bad. Like, being on her behalf, like, what if she made enemies?
I figured they would be there.
I don't think you can remain the captain of a powerful vessel and not make some.
But you kill most.
True. But she doesn't seem like
Okay.
much of a killer. We could be wrong. Anyway, we're supposed to go over here. That's where the albatross is.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, you lead the way. It's sorry.
Was it just me, or did I hear something about the Pathfinder Society not paying the court fees?
Yes, it seems that they are maybe more widely respected in the Greater Galorian. Is that the name of the world? I can't remember.
Hey, Glorian, yeah.
Yeah.
Glavian, Glorian.
Galarian.
So they have some form of deal for the work that they provide. They get free harbor.
Might be we could enlist, you know?
I don't know. If that would
Free
be-
parking, I'll join.
The benefits. Yeah.
I'm just going to say this is like the U.S. military. You don't join just for the one benefit on the list, right? It's like, oh, free education. There's some downsides.
People don't do that? People do that.
No, that's the problem.
Mm.
They do.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
that why they offered us teaching? To get us to join?
Possibly.
Hmm.
I don't know if they're necessarily hurting for recruits, considering there's some form of trial, right?
True.
Yeah.
So they have enough fame and notoriety that they can choose who joins.
I
Yeah,
wonder
you,
if we can undergo a trial. As I quicken my step.
Yeah. So
It
you quick
wouldn't happen here. That would be in the city. that
Yeah,
they
the
live in.
trial was like the test, and
yeah.
they did
Well,
it
let's-
like
let's-
even a couple of
yeah,
years.
that's-
They also had that thing where you could become one like by doing something else, like
Right,
impressive enough and like
A few other
sharing knowledge.
ways.
So, yeah, so you
That
could
would
have
be
almost pulled out a
on our own
trial.
volition, mostly.
Yeah. So I go over it.
Yeah,
Do we
that was
eventually
cool.
see it?
Indeed, you do. I even have a picture made by AI itself.
Oh my god.
It's a
my
pretty
God.
impressive looking ship, as it is basically, you know, a lodge also. I can show this. Wait, and then I can give you the handout as well in case you want to.
Yep.
Show image only. I can keep it.
Give.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's some big
God
ass sails.
damn.
that's
There
a
is.
ship.
I was actually
Oh,
asking, like,
this
is there a
is-
giant ass bird at the front of the boat? There
There
is.
is a giant ass bird at the front.
That
It's
bird looks
pretty
really
impressive,
weird.
and it makes you think maybe we could have found this ourselves. As you know, wander around the docks and you see this. Like,
Well, again, like, let's just give us an estimate of which of these lines, right? Did we?
So I'm gonna say this is like where you like came into, and like this bit is like the kind of officey, like kind of.
Okay.
This is like a bigger building, but like
Oh, okay.
it's like kind of down. It's quite far. Like you're walking for like a few.
Well,
minutes,
right.
for
So
sure,
I was thinking like we were probably towards the center, and it's like, well, are we going up or are we going like? There's a
No, that's
50-50
true, that's
chance
true.
that we're even
That's true, that's true.
get
Then
closer
it would
or
be
further
hard.
away.
Yeah. But I mean, it still does. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of joking.
course.
There are a lot of fucking big ships, and like this is
Right.
probably one of the biggest. Like at least on this, like in Crescent Harbor,
Yeah.
maybe not like on the other side, maybe it's bigger. But like, it's a fucking big ship for sure. Like it's nothing to joke about, and you can see like it's like currently like kind of still got like a kind of like gangplank like onto like the dock itself, where like you can just always like walk up and down while it's there. It's big enough where you think like a lot of people probably who would be a part of the ship would almost just like stay on it during its docking, right? Because it's like that big.
Okay.
And yeah, you spy it.
All right. So we start heading over in that general direction.
Yeah, you just walk on over to it. Yeah.
Are there
it's-
people like? Is there a gangplank out?
Yeah, there's a gangplank exactly
Or
out
walkway?
onto the
Okay.
dock. Yeah. And there's
Is there people at the base like kind of guarding it? Like checking people, or
no. There's people kind of on the deck though itself, whether or not they're guarding or they're just like talking up there, you're unsure.
Sure.
But like at the top where it leads to, there's a few people like there's like two people over there who are like just having a conversation, so you're unsure exactly if they're like guarding it or not.
Right. So I just call up and say, "Good day."
Yeah, they kind of wave hand down. It's like, day, good day.
Is this the what was it actually called? The something albatross. That's all I remember.
Risen albatross.
This is the risen albatross, correct?
Right, they nod. Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Morvesh gave us this, and I hold up like the Pathfinder coin. And
Oh,
we're looking
Vesha.
for yes. We're looking for Brian the bookkeep.
Oh, they're like, like they one of them like kind of turns around and talks around. I think Brian's in the mainland somewhere. I think he went to get a drink and some not flat stable ground beneath a tree. I think he probably went to the Thirst. but I'm not sure.
Thank you. Do I, in general, would they be like staying out there until they left again, or would they be staying on the ship at night?
Oh, you asking them that, or you asking?
No, just I'm asking you, like in game, if we know that or not.
This is big enough you could, whether or not you would want to. Some people probably would want
Right.
to stay out. I mean, like, they would obviously have to pay and they can stay there for free, but maybe they would want to, drink and just, like, be merry.
Gotcha.
just
And
sleep
did he
in
give the
bed.
name
The
of? It
thirst?
sounded like
The
a
Thirst.
tavern.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Thirst.
Okay.
But-
And where might we find that?
You're new. He's like, the
Yeah.
Traveler's Thirst. It's probably the biggest inn in the harbor. It's he kind of gives you directions. It's like it's inland a bit. It's I'm gonna just say it's like if you care on the map, it's like one of the big buildings over here, like quite close to the harbor, but like
Okay.
it's like back there. He's like,
Thank you, we
yeah, I think
appreciate your help.
he's over there. No problem. And they kind of go back to chatting to each other.
Yeah.
Well done. We can find Brian and get a drink.
Maybe a place to stay, since apparently we paid for 4 days. 5.
Well, we do also
5 days.
4
Fine,
days,
that's-
yeah. That's it.
person Shelby told us to find. He'd
True.
Probably be on the
But I
mainland.
think maybe we can find out more there. It sounds
I've
like this is a
decided-
rather large tavern slash.
I've decided the name of it, right? It was Hector, was the person we meet, and you familiarly owns Hector's Cabinet of Curios. It's the name of the shop that
Okay.
Shelby suggested you visit.
That's familiar.
It does?
Curiosities that I'm thinking of the Netflix show. Yeah.
Well, you're thinking of the the Netflix series.
Yeah.
I just stole this from AI, so the AI stealing it from that.
Jesus.
Sounds like a.
It's like, give me a name for a fantasy shop that sells interesting items, and it's like, here you go, here's a list of 20. I'm like, thanks AI, you're the best.
So creative.
But it would only do alliteration. And I was like, no alliteration. It's like, here's a list about alliteration. All alliteration. I'm like, okay, alliteration's a hard word. What about, it has a list where the words do not start with the same letter. And it's like, sure, can do. The fucking exact same list. And I'm like, you piece of shit AI. You're never going to take over the world like that. Alright. Yes, so you go towards the Traveler's Thirst. You kind of see there's a lot of activity in the streets. It's very busy. And yeah, you come across this. I don't have art for this. I tried, but AI really struggled to make this good art. But
We
Yeah,
are
you
coming
see
up
a-
on like the 3.5 hour mark.
exactly. So
I was going to say, is this like a
yeah.
fairly good spot, or do you want
This
us to go a
is
little
fairly
bit?
good spot. I just wanted to show you something because I did it,
Of
and maybe
course.
it'd be slightly interesting. But as you walk up and you see it, you see all people walking in. Something that maybe catch your eye. There's a very large notice board, like kind of next to the Traveler's Thirst, like with a lot of kind of papers and signs on it.
Bounties.
And yeah, exactly. And if you take a look closer, you do see that there are multiple sort of bounties or notices offering like kind of work for pirates and like quests in that sort of avenue. And assuming at least one of you is interested enough to take a look,
Hell yeah.
let me share a list of the ones. Obviously more on this, but I've decided these are the ones that your characters find like interesting and aren't just like completely boring. And there's also some that are
Or that we
Find
look at and say,
something.
it's like, help us take over the kingdom of X. And you're like,
exactly.
maybe not.
Exactly. Some like I'm not doing this shit. This is impossible. Let me see where I save it.
You gotta put
2
some
years
Discord.
of martial experience. Right.
And
Like
so the
entry
way
level
I-
bounty, but like 5 years required. Yeah.
So I also put this link into the what's it called at some point into a Foundry, but for now I'll post it here. One thing that's interesting, or not interesting, is that I've written archetype here on the side. Obviously, this isn't on the bounty board, but just to go out again for a little bit. If you complete this quest, you basically get access to that as like a free archetype.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Ooh.
Okay, so what do you do here? Apple Village?
Yeah, I guess I can briefly read out them like quickly, just for the pleasure of the stream. So the ones that catch your eye, there's one that's very simple. Like it seems to be a village calling for help. They're having trouble with bandits, and they're looking for a group of strong individuals who can help try to like clear them out, find out what they're doing. Maybe not the biggest reward, but obviously doing a good deed is its own reward. You see, this is there's probably multiple like this. Simple enough one should for like extra crew members for pirate work. There's one that's interested in this work at a casino at Fortuna's Isle. Which Nate, that name does ring a bell. You probably spent a fun day or two there in your past. You know, this island is quite small, but it's home to a very large casino. And basically, that's the only thing you can do on the island. When you go there, you basically have to fulfill all your weapons and magical items before you arrive by like a quite investigative search. And, you know, so they guarantee no one is using magical means or any chance of fighting doesn't fall apart. There is another individual who seems to be looking for rare reagents for a firework display, which would take you to Larvelit Isle, which you're not familiar with, Nate. There's some ancient temple that someone seems to have discovered where they wish someone to help them investigate and learn their secrets. There is quite a kind of the way it's written by someone who thinks quite highly of himself in some ways. Somebody who says there is an undead rising on an island. You know, it's within Grave Island, and Nate, you would know the Grave Islands are very small islands, which basically are kind of scattered around the Shackles, where a lot of pirates choose to like lay their dead to rest. And that's kind of like the island is known for that. And finally, the final one which catches your eye is this person who needs, kind of similar to the firework one, someone who needs reagents for some poison or alchemical ingredients, and asking for a crew to help them hunt the creature where they come from. But yeah, you guys just spend I guess, you know, a few minutes just like kind of perusing over. It's quite interesting. You come from a small village, you've never seen, you know, anything like it before. Like, you know, all these potential avenues or events are just staring you in the face.
Yeah, like
it's kind of like,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. And it's kind of quest hub, some would even call it. So yeah. Very cool, very cool. And I think maybe if you go inside at some point and see Brian, then I'll show you a picture of him, and then maybe we'll end before the conversation, so I can remember refreshing my mind for next time.
Okay. Yep.
But I just want to show you this in case, you know, you were like, ooh, this sounds like a lot of fun, and then maybe I could actually prepare some.
Yeah, what are people
minor
leaning
spoilers.
to? Looking at?
Obviously, also, I mean, this isn't just like meta. Like, you don't have to do any of these fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can do completely what you want. These are just like kind of suggestions and like, you know, side things. Because you know, again, like I said, I wanted this campaign to kind of be like, you know, what you guys found fun. So if you find these kind of things fun, we'll do them, and if not, we don't need to do them.
I'm definitely interested in. The ancient temple sounds sick. Or the firework guns. I think those are my preferences. Because one's explosions and one's like treasure seeking. That's my whole character, baby.
Any others catch any beats there?
Yeah, we should have the village. It's like old reef again, you know?
That's the start quest, right? Bandits attacking camp.
Small villages band together, I guess. Yeah. We can also like talk it over.
Yeah, you can read them from the side in today's thing. But yeah, so you spend a few minutes looking at that, and then yeah, I guess you head on inside. You're muted, Josh. Oh, I don't know if you've been talking.
Oh, am I?
Oh, the mic's broken. Oh, the nice mic. No.
No, apparently when I moved it, I hit the mute button that's
okay.
on the thing because it's a touch button, not a press. Okay. I was gonna ask, where do we? I'm trying to remember where on the character sheet you put your like lawful neutral or whatever. Where is that?
So like my alignment.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
I'm trying to remember like how much do I want to?
Oh, like, do I want to help these people? Am I a good person?
Morally ambiguous. We'll put it that way.
I'm neutral.
So neutral.
Versus chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, you just spend a couple minutes looking at, you know, they catch Ryan, then I guess you continue head inside. It's very busy in this inn. Like, you know, I mean, even on the busy days back home at the what was the name of that ship? The not ship, the old one, the Oyster's Pearl. Even on the busy day, the Oyster's Pearl wasn't even quite close to the amount of action in the Traveler's Thirst. You know, like kind of like, you know, even though it's early in the day, people drinking very heavily, like, you know, arm wrestling competition, dart games, you know, like pool table. You know, it's a multi-level building. It's really quite active and quite an enjoyable but rowdy and dangerous atmosphere all at the same time.
All right.
First impression.
I keep my eye out for the nerdiest looking person in the bar.
Sure. So,
just a quick question, like, just so I feel quite like a bird out of water. Are there any other Tengu here?
For sure, yeah. I mean, you've also, as you were like walking, like along the Harbour Street, you did see like a few other like at certain points, like there were. I mean, and they're not even like gathered in like Tengu circles. Just like some of the tables, one of the individuals is a Tengu. It's not like they're isolated or anything.
That's weird. Okay, yeah.
Maybe need to look. But okay, you're looking for the nerdiest person you can see. Okay, roll me perception. Maybe I didn't make it easy.
Yeah.
Hey, you do see one person who maybe fits the bill a little bit, was there. Well, while they do have a drink and seem to be enjoying it, they are also writing in a book at the same time that they kind of have open on like the table in front of them. Well, maybe they're writing songs, something fun like that. You're not sure, but they at least look. They at least can clearly read, which puts them about in the top 10 percentile in this room. So they immediately.
I look for. I remember on Vesh, right? He had the little insignia that was the Pathfinder Society on him, right?
Oh,
I think he had an
You
insignia of
have seen that.
Caden.
Yeah, he did
you're
have the
right.
Pathfinder
I had
located,
that. You're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
You do know he said that Wayfinders were like a kind of badge of honor, and like that was on his hip. So like not a badge of honor, but like a badge of.
We just have to look under the table
badge.
to see.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on down
Well, I'm
there?
just kind of we're generally like avoiding people like going past because it's so busy. So I just try to see if I can see anything like that on this poor soul.
On this poor soul. Yeah, okay.
Well, I say that before, like I inevitably go and potentially ruin their day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you you see. Oh no, I said I wanted to stop before the conversation. Okay, you see him, and we'll say like you basically say his name, and he says yes, and at that point we'll basically end it. But I think otherwise, if I have this conversation, I'm going to be like, what the fuck did Brian say? But I will give you the art as you kind of walk over, and like you recognize. Well, you see the Wayfinder at his kind of belt, like kind of like in the back of the chair.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
if you do anything to interact with him, I assume you.
I would definitely be going up to talk with him.
Yes, you go up and you probably just say like, choose, Brian, and he like looks up and he's like, yeah, and then I'll just show you the art so you can see it. I'll make you the owners. He looks like this.
Oh, hey. Not too far off of how I imagined, actually.
Oh, amazing. I
figured a little more brown on the coat is how I imagined it. But that's,
I was imagining glasses, but
Hey, now that's fucking stereotype.
That's right.
But I think this is a nice one point. We can have the conversation with Brian at the beginning of next session. You guys level. Woo!
Oh, wow.
Let's do
Reaching
it.
Reaching Port Peril. Blowing a shipwreck. Very advanced
Yeah,
experience.
that
Gathering things.
That was fun.
Oh my god, a bunch of things.
It's weird doing underwater combat for now. Like eventually, I'll probably give you guys a way to like breathe underwater, so it's like easier. But in early levels, it's fucking like difficult.
I kind of like the awkward nature of it.
Yeah, I kind of too, right? It's kind of funny, like you kind of go into the people sweep down, you go like that. That's fun. But okay, yeah.
I think I like to figure out, don't I? Really get skill increase.
My pleasure. That's
General
exciting. We're in
feed.
Port Bell. If like, if you think like if you think your players probably do want to do one of these, missions after, maybe even after, whatever's happening with this or whatever, just let me know if you think, oh, this one sounds interesting. But then I will like, start prepping like that one in particular, for instance.
Yeah, nice.
But you can just think about that in your own time or whatever. But good stuff. Thanks for playing. It's great when you play every week. You get like through stuff.
You get
so far, so fast.
It's so fast, so fast.
And you remember stuff? It's crazy. Like I didn't even.
It's
look at the
insane,
posts
right?
for
Like we did
names.
this last week. What? It hasn't been 2 months ago.
I know.
Sad.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
All right. Yeah. See you guys. Have a good week.
Have a good night. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.